Oh, we getting ready to go live. The energy in the room.
We can come into the show already having a conversation.
Yeah, I think this show right here, dog, there are some lessons that, these are kind of lessons that we should have been talking about freshman year right here. If you happen to have a best friend,
hey, y'all.
freshman year, hey, y'all, I wish y'all could hear what's going on. DT got something to say tonight. And look, if they don't say everything, I'm just letting you know, cause hey man, Miss Boy Dick, now we sitting back just listening, with loving the flow of the conversation. Miss Coco, I just appreciate you.
Comfortable.
Oh yeah, very comfortable. She ready. Oh, she is so confident tonight, y'all. And my brother Eli got a special announcement. He wanna make tonight. If he don't make the announcement, I'm about to put all this Kool-Aid and all of this.
And he twinning over here on the couch.
Then we got my boy twinning over here on the couch.
Coco got on this nice black shirt.
Oh man.
It's really nice.
Where did the shirt come from?
They take a shot.
The shirt came from the Black Shirt Factory. That was
So Eli, do you work at the Black Shirt Factory? I'm just wondering because
Hey, listen. First and foremost, y'all, welcome to the Waffle Walk podcast. This is the Teen Talk night. I don't know what they own. They gave me a little bit of it. I don't know. The teams are controlling everything tonight. And the conversation prior to us coming on live and the conversation afterwards is going to be real interesting. We just need y'all to bear with us tonight. Hang in there. Go get your kids. Go get your teenagers. Sit down, get your popcorn, get your knee-high peaches, get your mutton jeffs, get whatever you gonna have that's gonna tickle your fancy tonight.
Get your black t-shirt.
That too.
gotta have your black t-shirt.
I think I'm the only one.
get your black t-shirt.
They have a black t-shirt tonight. So,
Hey,
you know, they taking all kind of shots at each other tonight. So I'm just gonna sit back.
Hey, let me say this before we jump off and turn this thing all the way over to the team so we can just enjoy this ride. Miss Born thinking now we sit back in this limo. We just ride this thing out. But look, if you have a child who has a best friend,
Oh, Jesus.
I'm gonna just tell you this right here. The Love Doctor, we're gonna do a show on this. The Love Doctor, Miss Born Dick, we're gonna do a show on this right here. But we
You got a new title now?
oh, I'm the Love Doctor. I gotta jump out
Supposed to tell me
Yeah,
this.
but see, I couldn't tell y'all the Lord Doctor until we cracked the code last week. Tyrese, when we cracked the code. If y'all noticed that, now she handed Tyrese stuff. However he got it, but it did. Y'all saw like another brother in the room. She hit him with two stuff. I don't know if it's love or quarrel, if it's just best friend day or what in the A, but we'll find out, man. So right now we're gonna turn this thing over. Y'all got some interesting stuff we want to talk about tonight. And I think parents should hear this because we think it's all good in the hood. We think it's all good from pre-K all the way to 12th grade. But we got singers out here tonight, and they're gonna talk to you guys about first topic. I guess Tyrese, you can go ahead and take us in, man.
So we all seniors. We're going through this period of time right now. We getting cleared, getting ready for graduation, prom, all the senior festivities. So one thing I wanted us to talk about was really just how we feeling like we don't reach, not the finish line because it's a marathon, but we don't reach this. We closing out a chapter, getting ready to start a new one. So I was just wondering where everybody head was at.
I can start. Mine, kind of grateful. I've been through a lot. Throughout my school years. Been tough. A lot of adjustments considering COVID happened, and we wasn't able to actually have a senior or junior experience. Going to prom. With those athletes out there, having fans and stuff like that. So, it was a hard adjustment, but it's like once you actually like you said, I'm not at the finish line, but I'm closing this chapter. Once you're at the end of this chapter, it's like you look back, like, okay, you persevered through it all.
Yeah.
So, just fighting through adversity and stuff like that. Like, it's some students out there, who actually gave up on themselves, It's crazy.
I gotta ask about that. I really gotta ask about that. I'm gonna let you finish because I don't understand that part.
Yeah, it's some students out there who gave up on themselves, man. I guess because they couldn't adjust. But me personally, can't do that. Because if you got dreams and you motivated, you gotta do what you gotta do to reach those your goals. So yeah, that's what my head at about it.
So with that, Ms. Born Thick was getting ready to say a second ago, do y'all personally know? Because I always wondered, how our students are doing serious. You know, a lot of times we don't say, but you just tapped into something that I know might not have been directly connected with what you guys are talking about. But we talk about social emotional learning, and I know Coco, you know this being a woman more so than all of us do. You know, like, I mean, you and your mom know this more than we know it. Because, like, think about if you're a girl and it's your doggone senior year, and all your sisters who preceded you, you know, had their prom dress and they had this big to do about the limousine and whatnot. And if you're a fella, we were talking about that earlier. Right. You know, you sitting there thinking like, bro, my senior year, man, I can't wait to have this certain, you know, experience if I played soccer, or if I was on the, you know, on basketball team or whatnot. But now you had to do everything without fans there. Right. Yeah. Even if I don't know exactly how y'all do the coding competition, but did they let people come and see that?
Nah, it was TSA they actually sent out the problem, so they gave you like 2 weeks to solve the problem. You had to write a program, so it's basically us doing it in class and at home.
Okay.
So it wasn't actually go there and do a competition, but usually like freshman year and sophomore year we'll go somewhere.
Yeah, I remember you saying that when y'all actually talked about, you know.
We actually went there and had a coding competition.
Yeah.
With other schools in the district.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
Well, in line with what you're saying about where your head is, I'm gonna just remind the people who've been following us, where are you finally gonna go? Like, I think it's been decision day. What school are you thinking about?
Can you not say yet?
I cannot say yet.
Oh, you can't? Okay, cool. I didn't know that. Is that like a school thing?
No, I can say it, but I can't say it.
Gotcha. Just from what I heard now, if these folks know.
Yeah, we know my close friends, you know.
Yeah. Okay, so we know. I just want to make sure. All I know is them folks cutting them checks.
Right.
Yeah, that's all we need to know right there. So y'all, please know this. On the Walking with Walt podcast, we send all babies to where they cutting them checks. And if they're not cutting the check the freshman year, you better believe we will be on campus getting no check cut, right? I already talked to somebody about getting you a little bit more money, man, because Tyrese is in the city. You in the city, we got to get you some money. Will y'all come back and still be on the show?
I want some more money, you know what I'm saying?
You want to tell people where you going?
I almost flipped up and said why he's not getting any more money, but that would have given away where you going, you know what I'm saying? So they would have deduced it down to like probably 2 places, like, oh no, he said that, no, I know where he's going. But so how are you feeling though about the opportunity to shift gears and go off, you know, to the next level of your life?
I'm excited. You know, it's been a place I want to go to since 9th grade. I kind of like
since 9th grade.
Yeah, since 9th grade.
Like, was my homegirl here? Was she involved in the process? I'm just asking, y'all been best friends since 9th grade, right?
My best friends in 9th grade is for people who don't know. But
that's it.
Huh?
It never came out. Just always.
Always been my best friend, man. You know.
Always will be your best friend.
Yeah, always will be my best
friend.
That's it. Nothing more, nothing less.
Nothing else.
So yeah.
The streets want him.
Yeah. No.
Oh, nice. Tyrese, that's what I want to get going right now, man. I knew it was gonna come. Yeah, they say you poke a bell on them now. That bell will come out. Hey, you raising a little bell right here. All right, man. So we'll give you a breathe. We'll give you some breathing room right now.
See, I wasn't done. So I wasn't done.
All right.
Yeah. So you know, I kind of shifted away from this school, but the school I'm going to, you know, I've been wanting to go there since 9th grade. Took a field trip, went there, it was amazing. You know, went consecutive years. So yeah, the announcement will come. Our next.
Y'all next one will be not this Wednesday coming up, but the following.
Wednesday after graduation.
So
Y'all your birthday.
Oh yeah, our graduation.
So what day?
What time is our graduation?
Y'all graduation on our next show, which is next weekend.
No, it's the week.
We got 2 more weeks of school.
Yeah.
Well, you already clocked out.
No, I think world and government.
I'm like,
Negroes all hate.
nobody.
Hey, go, like you said about the streets won't. They're like, oh no, the streets got them walking already. Them niggas to the power last week.
Is your graduation that morning or that night?
It's an afternoon.
Wait, I thought y'all was on the same day.
Ours in the morning.
That's in the morning on the 25th.
When yours?
The second
You're the 25th, right?
No, I was on the 26th.
My best friend graduated on her birthday.
Can we stop?
May 25th.
That's the same day you graduate.
Bro, I wish we was on commercial break.
Matter of fact, we might not have no commercial break tonight, baby. All we're gonna say is this right here. What better birthday gift can you have, man, than to be there and celebrate your best friend, your co-host? Man, hey, I'm telling you, I just feel.
I'm sorry. I felt that one come up. That one came right on the
Is
right
that the air just feel different tonight? I'm
on.
wondering if there's gonna be some kind of proposal since you and Tyrese have on the red and white, matching sweat. I got on the black and white sweats, and Coco got on the green. Hey man, there's a red, black, and green black love thing going on.
This one.
Oh, no, we got you here because you sitting back taking it all in.
I am. I'm gonna go get me some popcorn in a minute.
Yeah, dog, you did good. So
I'm
Coco,
gonna watch the show like I ain't a part of
was
it.
the best friend finished that time?
Oh my God. I don't
Would you
know.
feel
That's a grown man.
So let's talk
Coco,
about.
how are you feeling?
Yeah, where's your head at?
Yeah.
What? I'm ready to go. Like,
You ready to go from here or what?
oh my God. I'm ready to go to school.
Okay.
So,
I didn't know if she ready to go like leave
We're
the
not
store.
going to the
We're
same
not going to the same school.
Before we go there, we're not going to the same school. Okay,
Long distance.
bye.
Will the show survive?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Bye. But yeah, for real, I'm ready to go. I hated, ain't gonna count. I hated my senior year.
Why?
I gave up a couple because I went in school.
That's what I'm about to say. So you hated, like, that going to what you were talking about. So you hated not being in the physical space.
Yeah, because it's like, for one, I got ADD, I got every acronym there is. So it's like, for me to be at home in my space, and you, at 8 o'clock in the morning, you want me to look at the computer, look at you? No, ma'am. So it was a struggle and all. I did give up a couple times, but then I realized I didn't want to be in my house no more. Nothing personal.
No,
Oh, nothing taken. I don't
Nothing
want
personal.
Coco, can I tell you how ironic that is? We're doing the Declaration of Independence in my class right now with my younger students, preparing them for the next year for either government or for U.S.
Y'all doing
history.
that this week or y'all did that last
We're working on it now. And the reason I'm asking this is because of what you just talked about. I use that as my frame of reference. I told them when you think about declaring independence, think about leaving your mama's house. But once I got it, and everybody like, oh, got it. Walk, feel it. Then I went to the board, Coco, and I wrote down there, if you working 40 hours a week, making $10 an hour, that's about $400, right? They're like, yeah. I said, let's do that. How many weeks in a month? They said 4. So you making $1,600. They're like, oh yeah. I said, so you can afford your house, right? They're like, yeah. I said, well, let's talk about Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam probably gonna get 400 off that right there off the top.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're down to 1,200, and then Uncle Sam got a little cousin named State, and State gonna probably get him about 200 off that right there. So now we're down to what, y'all? 1,000. Then State got a little cousin named Fiker. And Fiker, he gonna get at least 100 off that right there.
Fiker gonna get about 75.
About 75. So we right there at 900, 925. And y'all know that before you ever even touch your check.
Right.
So when you get ready to declare your independence, we just talking about what you can see your check. And then now, because I know how y'all do it, this senior class right here, y'all gotta come out with the C class or something like that. Tyrese, what kind of car you said my man had earlier?
Something.
Oh, he got a Corvette. He got to see it.
Oh man, cause I can just see y'all coming out at 18 years old driving like that. You know what I mean?
Is that the one you drove? I want to say it is.
Hey, I
just drove
guarantee
one
you.
down the street the other day.
What are they called? About a month, about $1,000, something like that a month. $1,200 a month.
Lowered it.
I was told I checked people's taxes, but yeah, when he
Yeah, so
Yeah,
with that being
yeah,
said,
yeah.
but you remember a second ago we were already at $900. So if we get that car right there, we're negative $300. And the only thing we got, y'all, is a car. We ain't got no house, we ain't got no groceries, no cell
You ain't
phone.
even got gas money to keep in
That's
the
bad
car.
because it wasn't just no normal one. There's like the rims cost on it, the paint job, the gas, everything.
So with that being said, let me ask you this. As you go off to college, you just said you ready to get out like and stay on campus. Not get out and get your own place.
Yeah, I ain't say all that.
Okay, just want to make
Just
sure.
know when I leave, I ain't gonna be at home.
Yeah, we ain't going back.
But
We
when
ain't
I
going
walk,
back.
I'm going back.
You don't live at home now.
mean,
So don't gap that down.
hold up. These folks might think the boy out of zone or something, so we don't want the man to get jammed.
He young.
I'm sorry.
But you want to stop him in the 11th hour?
Well, then
It's a 12.
we gonna put it out there.
Right.
We're gonna put it out there like that. I don't know if any of them all hosts, I'm sorry, because it's their show. I don't know if any of these people in the right zone.
I ain't never been in my right zone.
Never.
Or her right
One time.
mind.
That
Two
too.
times.
What with the right?
That was
That's
it. You know what?
What?
Bye.
Where that pillow at? I said I'm gonna bleed this back. I'm gonna bleed it for the rest of the
Hey,
night.
it's almost like everything you say tonight, Coco. You and best friend
They
gonna
gonna
walk
find
into it.
your best friend. Where is she at?
five. So Coco,
Wait a
keep it
minute.
going. So you ready to move out? You going to
I was laughing.
Can you say what school you going to?
I'm going to Kennesaw for my first year. If I like it, I'm staying. If I don't know where I'm
So
going.
you already thinking about plan B?
Yeah, because the only reason why I'm staying is because
Plan
of
B,
my
that
parents.
plan B.
Hold on.
Plan
Pause.
Like, what?
What plan?
That's what I'm
Yeah, I'm
saying.
just
She's talking about the second school. If she don't like Kennesaw,
Lord,
where
where's
are
your
y'all
head
going
at?
with
This man outside the right zone. He's not in the right zone.
Ain't none of y'all in the right zone.
Hold on,
Like, wait,
Yeah, I want to make sure all the men were thinking the same thing.
that's a man for you, ladies and gentlemen. That is a man for
How we
you.
They talking about plan B, like,
She said she does not like the school her first year.
Where
I
y'all
get it
at?
now.
I
We
get
talking
it.
about, we talking about,
Yeah.
you know.
I was like, what this lady, but then when I looked at them, I was like, how did they go to that plan? But then I said, well, let me look back at best friend. Let's make sure that we all talk about the same plan B.
Oh man.
Ain't no surprises to talk about on the show or nothing.
For who? For what?
The
Wait,
surprise
wait,
gonna come out my
wait a
purse.
minute. Come on.
You know what? We might be ready for the commercial right there. The commercial break might come a little early.
Wait a minute.
Tell me about Kennesaw State, because that's a school that I hear a lot of people say is growing and they really enjoy
I
it.
honestly, I chose Kennesaw because they have I want to go in sports medicine, so like their freshmen are allowed to shadow like the athletic trainers and the Hawks and the Falcons and stuff.
Whoa.
And I want to go to like the NFL medicine team, so that's why I chose Kennesaw. Other than that, I ain't seen no other school in Georgia for real.
Can I ask this, because it's going to tie into
And it
some of
goes-
you guys are talking about later on in the show. I don't know what we are as far as commercials, our commercial break.
21 minutes.
Okay, so I think this is a perfect segue for Tyrese, you to go ahead and finish off this first segment. But Coco said she's already thinking about being able to work with the Falcons and the Hawks and stuff like that. Remind me when we get to when y'all start talking about what your experience was like in school or whatnot. Did anybody talk to her about that, or how did she get there? Because most of the kids, I don't even think they know that I can actually do stuff with sport. Because people always frown down on being athletes. All of us know that, or working with athletes. People always say, like, if Tyrese said he wanted to go to the NFL, people would already just start showing him stats about how few people make it to the NFL and whatnot. So now, if I said I want to work like what she's talking about with people, in the NFL, what people say to her though, hey, you know how many people who want to do what you do? It almost seems like as long as you're going into medicine or law or something like that,
They gonna help you.
they can help you. But once you say anything about athletics or whatnot, but we need to let people see that you can be in sports like what she just said without necessarily playing. But if you want to go into sports or you want to go into sports or Coco want to go into sports, we shouldn't just always frown down on that, because the greatest athletes, they always say like they don't have a plan B. Once they went across that bridge, they burnt that bridge, because I'm saying I'm going to the league. I'm going to wake up earlier than everybody. I'm going to work harder than everybody else. And I think we should start nurturing that. So thank you for sharing that, because I don't think a lot of kids even know. I don't know about you because you know about it. But I don't think a lot of kids know that you can be involved in sports even if you don't make it as far as like on the field. Yeah. And I thank you for sharing that right there, because I think that will make a lot of kids start thinking about, oh, I didn't know you could do that in college. Because I think we just hear college, like most kids hear college, and it's almost like I'm going because my mom want me to go, but I ain't never really been educated on what I should do when I get there.
Right, for sure.
So Tyrese, what's going on in your head?
Well, I'm so ready to graduate.
You certified ninth grade, remember?
Yeah, I was stamped in ninth grade. You cleared. I done had senioritis since ninth grade. I've been over it.
I love it.
But I don't take away any of the experiences I had in like high school, because I feel like it like made me who I am. But I'm like Coco and Eli. I'm like, bro, I've been ready to like this year just ain't been the same. Like, you know what I'm saying? COVID.
They took that my diploma in junior year, if that was the case.
Yeah, they could just gave us our diploma in junior year. I don't even feel like school was the same. Like I told you, like on your class made me go to school because besides, and it was really because your class was a second period.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I might as well
Go to
finish
first.
out the day. But if your class is like first to last period.
So you struggled with the first period getting up, and last period staying
Yeah,
up.
I don't even think I used to get out of my bed during first period. I used to type get ready for your class during first period.
So when you had these awesome assignments because you just sitting in the first block and just hammering away at the keyboard.
Nah, so like I would literally like, cause I know like your class, I was like, okay, I want to be in his class, so I need to be dressed like that, look some type of decent.
Hey Tyree, you know we call your name. Tyree, hey bro, I know you got your camera.
Yeah,
Tyree couldn't close his camera. He knew he could never stop his video.
And then it was like one day, like I did have my camera closed, but I was paying attention, but I really wasn't because I was typing like an essay for a scholarship. It was like, Terrence, what you doing? And I was like, I ain't even gonna lie, I'm finishing this scholarship. It's like, oh, just come back tomorrow. It'll be okay.
Well, what we're not gonna do is let you be in my right there. I'm not gonna let you go there. Oh yes, sir.
That's what I
Take
went
care of
left
that.
at.
Yeah.
That virtual, I went left at no camera. Oh, once I tell you my camera broke for the rest of the
Oh
year.
yeah, that
My
was the
camera
difference.
was broke. My
Or-
teacher just found out that my microphone worked too.
I was like,
Then you see the what's it called? You see like elementary kids changing their name and reconnecting. So when they turn the camera off,
they do that.
you think they just having
Oh,
problems.
these kids have figured out a lot. You know what I mean?
Let me tell you what
I
I
want to hear that one more time. Go
Wait.
ahead. Both of y'all. I want both of y'all to stay here for a second. Coco, before you go, hold on, Coco, because I think what he just said gonna tie
Yeah.
in. So what did the elementary kid do at high
Like,
school?
I was watching this video on TikTok, and I just made a TikTok recently, so
Yeah.
don't think I just be on there.
Oh, I do.
What's it called? They changed they like it was like one time the whole class changed their name to reconnecting, and everybody turned their camera off. So you know your name pop up
Yeah.
where
So
across
they got reconnected going across
To make
the
it
street.
seem like they signals it out.
But it looked like the teacher signal out because the whole class did it. So she like checking her watch.
Hey, y'all. I like that. That's creative. Look, man, I would have been pissed, but I think that's very creative, man. We're going to a break right now. I can tell you that, but we'll be right back with the next boys being Coco's boys.
Oh, yeah, I cut it out.
Yeah,
We
he
did
got it
something
right
like that. We all got a group chat. And we was like, so we just gonna keep leaving. Everybody gonna keep My way round up the folks.
Yeah, it definitely felt.
Oh yeah, but we can talk about the new schedule for next year too.
We ain't on it. That's all that matters.
Hey y'all, just coming back, man. We talking about that new schedule for next year. We'll pick that up. I guess that'll be the next show the singers will be doing because they'll be up out of here. So they won't even be worried about the schedule that we were talking about. But I want to ask you guys, man, y'all are some ignorant in some good way kind of ignorant. You know what I mean? Good ignorant, not ignorant. Y'all are good ignorant. Man, if y'all can hear all the backstories on this thing right here, this one thing I think, oh no, you there. Yeah, I'm sitting there. These Negroes are so ignorant. Man, hey, Mama, let me tell all y'all out there. Y'all got some little slick little Negroes, y'all seeing us every day. They are telling us some stories right now, man. I might go to everybody's house tomorrow morning. Negroes, my microphone not working. Boy, I can hear you way out here on the microphone. Matter of fact, I know why your microphone not working. Hell, you in the bed. Hey, Tony, my internet not working. Hell, your computer not plugged up.
Oh, I didn't do that because we stay in the woods.
Yeah.
So the first, I'd be like, oh, somebody hit a power line up here. A tree fell up here.
Wait a minute, how they hit a power line and we got buried utilities?
They don't know that.
Hey, y'all, we are talking to the class of 2021, man. We have a love-hate relationship with them now, y'all. No, we joking, man. This class, we told them that they can only use all this smart, brilliance, intellect, scholarly, whatever the hell it is, y'all.
Right.
Moving in the right direction. These jokers right here, damn near might could have created the next thing to an atomic bomb. But guess what they created? They created an atomic bomb that will allow all kids not to be able to come to school until 11 o'clock. So let's explore that, though, y'all. How would that help? Does that tie into your next topic?
I think that'll help the adults. For sure.
Because we're going into that experience or whatnot. So y'all, I'm trying to just like see if I can give a segue into that next talking piece.
I think I want to start that one. Because first of all, y'all don't even like getting up early. Let's just put it that way. So the fact that I know I used to get in trouble for
keep it real.
come on now, this get up early and then you want to teach a whole lesson about life that I don't even want to, I can't even function right now. But I know for one thing I did used to get in trouble for like going to school, 8:30 in the morning. I just walk in the middle with my headphones in and stuff. But it's like people want to have a conversation or administrator be mad that I didn't say hey back. Lady, I'm still trying to figure out where I am.
She is definitely not a morning person.
I am not.
At all.
I don't want to talk to you. So it's like I used to get in trouble for that. I'm just sitting there and that shit going off. I'm still trying to figure out like it sounds like wrong. Like even when my mama used to talk to me in the morning, it was just like
Charlie Brown teacher.
yes. So it's like from 8:30 to about 9:30ish, 10. I'm still trying to figure out. So if school got pushed back, maybe we'll be a little bit better.
I think the adults will be a little better too, though.
Does that?
I'm just gonna be honest.
Do you think that? I'm
Yeah,
just speaking
everybody
on
mad in the
my
morning too, though.
That's
We
what
had
I'm
to get up. So
Do y'all
everybody
think-
attitudes together not gonna work.
You just taught me something without trying. When she was saying, well, want. I always wonder why the hell Charlie Brown teachers sounded like, what. Yeah, but I think Charlie Brown must have been going to school around 8 o'clock too because y'all had like an epiphany in the moment. It's like, I'm like, damn, does anybody know what Charlie Brown teaches? This is what I used to be thinking as an adult. Does anybody understand what she's saying? Because I don't know.
No, didn't they have a principal on episode, but you heard the principal voice?
Yeah.
You can tell it was later on in the day. That's because early that morning,
The
you know
fact
what
that y'all
y'all
have dissected Charlie Brown.
Oh, yeah.
That,
Man, Charlie Brown was cool. Now I see why.
But Charlie Brown wasn't never paying attention to what the adults were saying to him.
But now what we're saying
is, the girl.
look at what these scholars have just brought to our attention. If we are talking the same bull crap at 8 o'clock in the morning, no matter how much, Walmart.
And then you made it your name.
You'd be like, huh?
That's the only thing that sounds
I'm gonna be
So,
honest.
why this
Some
gonna
of them
go?
the same way.
But Alice, why is this right here? Tyrese just said, and it makes perfect sense. He loved coming to my class. Can you imagine if I had that class first block?
Tyrese wouldn't be there.
We know Tyrese wouldn't be on this show. We would be like, hey, do you know Tyrese built that Negro right there? Yeah, I know Tyrese built it. Man, I saw him coming up Cleveland. I was running late. I see him coming up Cleveland. He's later than I am.
He's taking his precious time.
I mean, Negro down in front of the bar himself like he worked there.
Nah, for real though. Like I think about even like now, these last couple weeks of school, like, okay, the other day, and I kind of fought myself for this, and this kind of go back to what you were saying. The attorney, Ahmad Arbery's attorney, was at the school.
Yeah, you were telling me about that.
And Coach Reddick called me at 9 o'clock. He was like, "Are you in the building?" I was like, "Coach, I'm just now getting out of bed."
No, I'm not in the building, but I'm in the house.
Yeah, I was like, told him, like, nah, I'm just now getting out of bed. He's like, somebody here who want to meet you. And then he went to tell me who. So I'm like, oh man, I gotta get ready, like hurry up. And I don't need to stay nowhere near the school, so it took me 30 minutes to get there. We're gonna say it took me 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And when I got there, he was like, I could tell he was rushing. I was like, how? He's like, you got on the. He was like, you got on your senior class hoodie. I was like, yeah, who's here? He's like, my Arbery's attorney's here. And I was like, dang, like sometimes you like I know like, oh yeah, I don't want to get up at 9 o'clock to go into school, especially the last couple weeks of school because we're not doing nothing.
Yep.
Everybody like, yeah, everybody, you're not doing nothing. You may have a final, but teachers waiving finals now. They're like, if you pass it, you don't want to take it. So it really was like pointless of me even being up there. But then at the same time, I've been thinking like, dang, if you sleep in, you may miss an opportunity or something. So
did you get a chance to meet him though?
yeah, for sure. We locked in. That's why. Yeah. He stayed there.
So did you tell him that he needed next time show up after 8:30?
Yeah,
after 9. Yeah.
So we did talk. He was like, so you just want to come to school today? And I was like, well, we senior year. And he was like, I already understand. Because he coached it. That's the crazy part about it. He coached us out the window.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was like crazy. He coached us out the window. And then he went to New York or Philly or something to be a lawyer. And he's like this huge civil rights lawyer.
Cool. So this experience, how about you, man? Are you a morning person? Because you guys are going out to college, right? They're going out to college and, don't pick no 8 o'clock class. You already know right now.
But you might not have a choice with certain classes.
Yeah, they don't offer it at certain times.
Right. It also depends on your teacher schedules because most of these professors might have different schedules in the
change
afternoon.
my major now then.
So,
These like general class.
yeah, you got no choice if these are core classes.
CB.
I think there's a whole lot more opportunities though in your general class. It's when you get into your major.
It was both for me.
For me though, like when I got in my major, you might have a class that is only offered spring semester at 5:30 in the evening to 8:30. And if you don't take it there, you can try to transfer, go and take it at another, like the AUM, which is in town, Faulkner or somewhere like that. But graduation was on the line. That means if you don't take it during the spring, you're not graduating this year.
I had one issue at Georgia State. I had a 7:30 a.m. biology class.
Oh, hell no.
And that was the only time that I could take that class. So I was late every class period. I got there like 7:50, 8 o'clock. At this time, I was on Marta. Marta room and water room.
So you kind of relate to these.
Oh, I can relate definitely.
Blood rats, that's what we start calling
I can definitely relate. I was not there on time. And then when I got there, you had to pay me to stay away because I was sitting there like that.
So the baby get it from you.
She got it from me and her dad. It is what it is. She gets it out.
I don't even think my daddy went the first period. That's just probably one thing. I don't think that. I think he got there around lunchtime.
So your mama got there halfway through
Your
first period.
daddy went the first period. If your daddy survived first period,
Okay, he made it through the whole first period. We might have pushed something.
My daddy fall asleep at the drop of a dime.
We sitting right here having a whole conversation. He gone.
Literally.
Sitting just.
So he just wake up out of it sometimes be like this.
Oh no, he be like no. He go to sleep shaking his head and the head is shaking.
Mm-hmm.
He out.
So my children, hey.
So with this experience, I know we want to make sure we cover some things.
Ask him about his schedule.
Yeah.
Ask him what time.
What do you do? Do you even come to school during first block? We learned a lot tonight, y'all. We did not know this stuff, man. We knew it was gonna be a good show. Hell, I wouldn't even make it the second period over with. Now I gotta sit up. Do you make it the second period?
Nope.
I do not wake up. So I don't wake up first period. I wake up second period. I have one class a day. I wake up third period. I'm gonna say I have 4 classes. Yes. I be sleep first period.
Yeah.
I join, go to sleep. My teacher, she know that. I just join, I go to sleep. I don't care.
And let me ask this. So it's not a requirement.
Oh no, it's a requirement, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying.
Hey y'all, what else about the meatballs? These niggas got me smoking meatballs for real.
Okay, so look, my first period, AP literature, right?
Yeah.
So imagine you waking up, you have to like write, read, all
What
that.
home your teacher is?
Yeah, she Miss Robinson though.
I can give him a pass on that first period teacher.
That's just know I get that class to pass. Second period, environment science, that class, you know, it's not helping my future, so I really don't take it serious.
Okay.
Third
That's a
period,
whole nother topic. I think y'all got in your period in here. Go ahead.
third period, AP Computer Science, Ms. Robinson and Corey, y'all know about that class. I still have like 5 coding, you know, doing all that, you know, it's tough. So really I have 1 class a day, but after that.
That's the coding class.
Yeah,
Like
coding
that
class.
engineering class.
Yeah,
that man
coding
ain't
engineering, different.
So you know the teacher.
That
Oh,
teacher
she
right
had
there.
teacher.
That man gave me a 7.
I know that
He
was
had
strange.
every.
Well,
Thank
I
God.
wanna hear- you say you get your 17?
He gave me a 7. My shoe size.
I had a flat 0 on that class.
I had a flat 7.
The smartest kid flunked his class.
Let me tell you, that made him find out my mom worked in that building until I transferred. But he got every word under the
I
sun.
had a 40.
He had
I see why
every.
you up all night getting ready for that thing. So can I ask this, so Cole? Because I think there are a lot of conversations we were having right before you guys pulled up, and I was very impressed. And right now we're shooting the breeze, y'all. We don't want anybody to walk away tonight thinking we're encouraging kids not to go to class.
No.
We want you guys to hear this is the reality of students who have not had a real school year in almost 2 years. And the reality of most of you guys who are listening, if you're a parent, if you're working from home every single day, and you still got, you able to be productive, and you could log in at 7 o'clock and lay back down until 11, but you still had a production job. Y'all know what I mean by that. So you got everything done. Why do we have like these hard deadlines and these hard times? I think school, just listening to you guys talk, I think maybe we're on the cusp of what you said, Tyrese. Maybe we should be making high school at least. I'm not gonna say elementary school and middle school, but I think maybe, Coco, we should be considering, Eli, making it like college. Well, I can choose my, I can choose. I'm still gonna be required to take the same classes, but I have a option to choose that. I know I'm not getting up at 8 o'clock in the morning, so I take my class, that challenging class. My brain is best at around 10 o'clock, so I go ahead and get that man class out the way. You know what I mean, Tyrese? You know that they got a class that you like. Well, I know this class conflicts with what we do with organize and mobilize. I love the class, but I know we meet at this time right here, so I can't take this class on that day. So you're gonna be productive with organize and mobilize, but you're also gonna be more excited about coming to school because it's in that time frame.
Right.
And I think you guys y'all gave me that. I mean, seriously, like the conversation we were having off camera. And I think it's time to change because our system is outdated.
Very.
And I agree with you, Coco. And I don't agree like with students a lot of time about like just not wanting to take a class. But I really do think we should have more classes that's going to directly help students in their regular everyday walk.
Cause can I be honest with you?
We've been honest all night.
I just still need to figure out what geometry got to do with life if I don't feel like going into nothing architecture or.
You get ready to I saw you.
Because I'm just still trying to figure out when I have to look at a stop sign to figure out the square root or the whatever.
You know what, Cole?
Just
I'm
like
let you jump in, but I know when you get ready to go because I didn't go. I didn't think it had anything to do with anything either. But life will actually teach you. We were putting up a walk-in closet, right? We were building a walk-in closet. Y'all know like cylinders and all this stuff. We're like, bro, we don't got LEDs. If we walk in, and my uncle who's across the street right now, we walk in, go, and I said, hey, what do we need to get, man? He said, well, I don't care about all them cheap wire things they have in these new houses and whatnot. He said, go there and get us a cylinder, tell the man to cut. I said, hold on, a cylinder? He said, yeah. He said, then also, at the man, they got a quick square over there. I said, what's a quick square? He said, instead of us having to measure out 45 degrees and whatnot, it's like a 90-degree angle with a little thing where you can just go ahead and measure out 45 degrees. I said, bro, if my construction teacher in high school, if my geometry teacher and algebra teacher had, kind of like did what we do now, kind of connected the dots or whatnot, maybe I would have understood why we had to take those classes.
But see, that's because you had a construction teacher.
No, but think about.
No, I didn't learn the lesson though
think
until
about
recently.
Packing. Think about packing. You can pack a bag and have to figure out that geometry comes in. If this bag inside my big bag is a certain shape, okay, if I want this and this to fit in here and this one about as big as this one, let me maneuver this. That. Okay, book sense and common sense are two different things. That's
We
a
talked about
whole
that
other
earlier.
topic.
We talked about that. Book sense and common sense. Like,
It's like playing Tetris. Y'all generation don't know too much about Tetris.
So you was a Tetris champ back in the hood.
Right. If you can play Tetris, you can pass
So,
it out.
so that area, what is it? Algebra area equals Lintown Wood. That's algebra. What class?
That's geometry.
See,
I thought that was geometry.
wait, you said what?
Area
All I
equals
know is-
Lintown Wood.
Oh yeah, that's geometry. You know.
And then I'm just
The reason I'm asking that because what she was just saying, Cole, about packing a suitcase. Think about it. There are people making millions of dollars right now because they figured out a way. Like, hey, if you're gonna pack it, whatnot, I actually literally fold my shirts a certain kind of way now because I heard a dude talking about just this thing. I always overpack.
Well, you roll them up.
Yeah, versus the old school way of folding them at the house when you just put it in. Now, if you look at my drawers, everything is like very tight. Now I can get more shirts in there because I haven't folded a different way. But I learned it because they were talking about how to maximize your suitcase space.
Right.
So I think we should have this. I think
But
this.
they didn't put it like that.
No, you're right. But that's what
It's
we're
not
saying.
relatable.
It's not relatable. So if we make people understand why they were taking these classes, why they were doing those formulas, you can't give me that formula and give me 25 problems to go home and do at night. And I think I hear what all you guys saying. See, I knew I was dead at 2. See, when I missed 1 and 2, I knew I don't need 23 more of these to do anything other than kill my company. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, Mr. Walker, you didn't finish long. 3 through 25.
I checked out during your example. Don't worry about it. I'm not gonna do
See,
it.
you know the Negroes who were already had crashed and burned. When they put the problem up on the board and they call it even problem, and we mess around, y'all, and we not gonna go to that back of the book because we know the odd answers in there. You know number 2 gonna probably be similar to number 1, so you just gotta look at that and say,
And if it ain't 2, it's 3.
okay, bro, I think I see what she's doing.
Mm-hmm.
But see, this one, I agree with you 100%. I just think we gotta do a better job in making stuff make sense for kids.
But that plays into the what we was trying. What we gonna talk about, like high school, the idea of school.
Yeah. Go ahead, jump right on in there.
What I was gonna say, remember you was like, why are you taking those type of classes?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, it depends on like what you want to do. Cause
So they should have majors in high school.
Right. All right, so like I was about to say, so you know how you brought up the stop sign, right? It's actually people who design them. They got to be a certain width, length, all that type of stuff.
Are
So
you
it's like-
serious?
Yeah.
I
All
know.
stop signs.
Is that because like people can't see or what?
It's just a whole bunch of signs behind
Yeah.
it. And I used to think the same thing, like after I think what year this was? My junior year. So I had a project, right?
Yeah.
So my engineering instructor, he told me, he said, okay, you gotta build a table. You know me, I'm thinking it's simple, right?
Oh.
Everybody think you build a table, right?
I'm
Listen,
going
man.
top.
Right.
When I tell you it took me about 2 months, that table's still not done. It's still inside the classroom. I thought it was simple. It's so much math that go into all that. Like that table right there, like these little stands with the lights on, like it's so much math and science that go into those.
And then, hey, we're not even talking about the carvings and stuff.
Yeah, we're
Right.
not-
We're talking about the tabletop itself.
Yeah.
All that, like, I was mind blown about that. That's what really made me start taking my math classes real serious. Cause it's like you never know what type of projects you're gonna have in the future.
Yeah, can I ask you a question? Do you think then we should take seniors like you guys? Let's say Coco, how you interested in sports medicine? Let Coco come in and talk to a kid who's taking biology and actually mention some of these options that you got as far as like, hey man, really you need biology? Because it could be a freshman
Right.
who's saying, bro, we don't need biology, man. But now you got this girl who comes into the class and y'all just look at this point. If I'm a 9th grade boy and this 12th grade girl comes in, she's cute, she's just sitting there talking. See, I might not care nothing about biology, best friend. Y'all, you feel I'm going? Might not care nothing about biology, man. Look at best friend. You didn't hear, hey, Tyrese. Best friend look at me then like, hold on, why you gotta use my best friend for your example or whatnot? Coco, did you see Coco? Coco, now you as the example. Best friend said, hold on, shut up. Best friend said, hold on. What biology class you been in? No, but she ain't been in no biology class. That's hypothetical, right? But check this out though. Even you coming in now, all of a sudden, they see a brother with locks in his hair. He's coming in talking about coding.
Because you look like me.
Yeah, bro. I can relate to it. When you bring a white man in and you show a video and this man look like he's never been in the inner city, or you bring a black man in and he's talking like in a monotone or whatnot, or you bring a woman in. What I'm saying is we gotta make some kind of connection. I promise you, if you came and talked to me about coding, I'd be interested. Just based on the way you look. And I don't mean that like to say other people can't do it. If Coco came in as a senior and I'm a freshman, and she talked to me about sports medicine, do you know I had never even heard of, I didn't even know how people got jobs like that.
Yeah.
Why? Because nobody ever talked to me about it. Coco, when you said that tonight, I'm sitting there thinking like, wow, if people had really talked to me about school, I probably be an educator right now.
Right.
Tyrese, this brother right here already knows kind of like what he wants to do. Because he got me, he got Mr. Dukes, he got what's my man? Antonio. He got other adults who are in his life that's saying like, hey bro, you might not want to take this turn right here. You might want to do this. With us, there was nothing. Even though y'all think y'all are lost. With us, there was like not a lot of people saying don't go this way and don't major in this and asking the questions that we're asking you. It was just kind of like, go to college.
Right.
Yeah.
Nobody asked you why. Hey man, you're 7 years college.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gonna get a good job.
See me, I was like every time, you know, I know how to code and stuff. I take pride in knowing how to code. Like I didn't even like it at first. I still don't like it, but I know how to do it.
Yeah.
And I know it's powerful to say that you know how to code, especially because, you know, us being African Americans, not a lot of people know how to code. So it's like I always tell people, I'm not gonna change how I am. Like me and Rob, we always had conversations like, okay, we go this way. You know how they be like, okay, you inside this space, you need to act a certain way. You know, code switching. I get the code switching, but it's like I'm still gonna be myself.
Yeah.
I want to know that this is me. I'm still the person.
I hate when people say don't act, don't show your color, and all kind of
Yeah,
stereotypes.
I'm still the person who put this program together. I'm just gonna give you the real me. I'm not gonna sit here and act.
Maybe that's what's missing, Eli.
What?
Maybe what's missing is little black boys, they get a chance to, maybe if they like coding, that means I got to sell out to be a coder.
They think you got to switch. Like, you can still be yourself. Like me, everybody who know me, everybody in my neighborhood, I'm the same person.
Because you in them streets, right?
I ain't in them streets. I ain't in them streets. I'm saying, like,
you know I ain't going to them streets.
You know me. People in my neighborhood, they know me. So it's like, I'm still the same person who goes to the park.
I think Tyrese, let me ask this, because this is a big issue that I've always had something with. She has a hat on right now. Let's say y'all brothers come in the morning. You've been up all night. You and Tyrese, Coco, Robbie, everybody, y'all been up all night. Y'all have done till 5:30 in the morning. You coming in, man, you about to represent your school in the National Coding Championship.
June 1st, too.
It's June 1st.
Yeah.
So imagine you doing that, and the first thing happened, kind of like what Coco said, it's 8 o'clock in the morning, because you really don't have a relationship with your students. If you know your students like you're supposed to know them, you should know Coco is not good at 8 o'clock in the morning. Her mind is on the championship, but she is going to be the first one to sleep when they get on the bus going to the competition.
Right.
We already know that Eli's going to come in. Eli feeling good or whatnot. Eli's not a morning person, but he is laser focused on doing his thing or whatnot with the coding. So he don't want to talk about anything else. Tyrese got his hat on, it's turned to the back or whatnot, and now the man who's in the hallway, first thing he does is snatch the hat off, not knowing that he is the young man that was on the news getting ready to represent South Atlanta. So y'all have disturbed everybody's peace before we ever even leave for the competition.
Oh yeah, you can say
Before we even, that's exactly right. So I want you guys to talk about that, man, because I know y'all said that you're gonna talk about what the high school experience was, or something we were talking about, and what would you do differently, or what would you change about it? Can we?
It's crazy, like how I'm not an 8 o'clock person, because I had a teacher that did that one time, and it was a sub, and we went on a field trip for, I forgot what it was for, but I was asleep, slept through homeroom, slept through first period, and slept through the time on the bus. She told me we got on the bus, so you one of them. I see what kind of student you are. You ain't da-da-da. We got to the field trip, I answered every question, everybody else was lost. And it was one of them moments where it was like, should I get smart back with her, or should I just let it play out to what it's gonna play out? And I let it play out, because the first thing I could do is early in the morning. I could have snapped, but I was like, man, I'm finna wait, so I ain't even worried about it. But it's just like when we got on the bus, she looked at me, and if everybody else said something, I ain't say nothing.
So you didn't have to.
I didn't have to, because it was like, I know what I can do. It's just too early to let you know what I'm finna do. But I'm finna do, I know what I'm doing.
Does that not speak to social emotional learning on the real? Like if we were doing social emotional learning for real, Ms. Rob, I want you to jump in right here.
I feel like when it's called reading a person. Look,
no, that's what I
reading
mean.
A person.
If we're gonna do social emotional learning, that's why I always tell people, you can't come in and tell me how to do social emotional learning with my students. Because in my class, I know my students, so Eli might be in my room. You come in, I might say, Eli, we already know everybody, we just come in. Eli's always sitting on that desk in the back of the room. He's sitting on the desk, but I'm the educator in the room. We know when it's time to start class, Eli is going to be the one who, I say, Eli, check this out. When you work with that group over there, because he's my TA. You just don't know this. Because you didn't come in and try to get to know me. You didn't come in and get to know my student, Eli. Then Tyrese is going to walk in late. You don't even realize, because you're so laser focused at what I call the deficit model, finding out what's wrong with everything. When Tyrese walk in late, it's my room once again. You say, young man, where you coming from? You supposed to be in class 20 minutes ago. You don't even know Tyrese is the one who goes down and work with our students who are maybe a handicap or something. He helps the people that push the wheelchairs to the room every day. He has my permission to do that because there's a part of organize and mobilize. Coco, when you see her walk in, she has her earplugs on. It's my room once again. And you say, young lady, take those earplugs out.
So that's what I hated. All of her teachers got a chance to get to know her. And as a parent, I know my kids. I know myself. Music calms my nerves.
Mm-hmm.
She got that real bad. All my kids got that real bad. Music calms their nerves. So in order for me not to say the wrong thing to you, if I'm plugged in, just let me have my moment. If you need to address me, address me. The ruling with most of her teachers was, we know she's okay. As long as she doesn't have them in while we're during the instruction time, she's fine. The AP, that's what made me take her out of where she was. Mm-hmm. AP called me, Mom, every day. She got her headphones in. I said, is she bothering you? It just got to the point as a parent, is she bothering you? Has she done anything to you directly today?
And what's crazy is before she realized, like, it took a situation to happen when she took my headphones. No, when the AP took my headphones. 2 days, stuff was building up. That third day that they didn't give my headphones back, chaos broke loose.
Man.
And it was like.
Well, what was the thing like what I would like to know, and I want parents to know this, because a lot of times when we get that call at home, you just get the call that your daughter's being defiant, you know, you ask her to remove the headphones or whatnot.
I was insubordinate. I don't even care to look over the word insubordinate. It's like, this lady used that word. And she got mad one time she said it. I was like, can I ask what that means? And she was like, look at you, minute. I was like, I'm asking you. I don't know what this word means. But it's like,
I'm learning a lot from like listening right now. I don't need to say anything else because you guys, even in the humor of what's going on, is making me reflect on a lot of colleagues, you know, over the years who have left this profession. And a lot of people think they're leaving because of who? The kids. And they fail to realize that they're not leaving because of the kids. Most of the people I know who are great educators, who I revere and I look up to, when they walked away, it had nothing to do with the kids.
And what's crazy is, with the situation with the headphones, it's like I'm a people person, but I'm not. Like, you have to let me talk. That rushing me with conversation, I don't do that. And then it's early in the morning, and everybody, you know, folks loud at 8 o'clock in the morning eating hot chips. Y'all just loud for no reason. So
what do we do if we just flip the script? This is for all of you guys. I know it's y'all show. I just want to ask so I can learn, and then you guys can learn a lot more tonight. I don't know what we have on time. Are we close to a break coming up?
Yeah, we got a break in about a minute.
Okay, so I want to ask you guys, Coco, you just said something. And fellas, I know y'all know, man. Hell, I used to eat the hot fries in the morning. They come in the room. Whoa, hey. Throw me a whole bag of them. And people say, Ms. Walker, these children know they shouldn't be eating that stuff. Clara, you know in South Atlanta, man, we coming off the hill with the hot fry. And go, I ain't come that thing. I had one rule. Don't come in with no hot fry. Unless you roll this over there. Right, Tyree, know that. If you come in my room, Eli, and you think you're going to come in this thing right here with a sausage, egg, biscuit, we got two options, man. Either you got another one in the bag, or we about to split that thing down the middle. Yeah, man.
See, but I did that. It was just like, you know, I hate to say it, the stereotype about us now. The loud ghetto girl eating hot Cheetos in the hallway. And it was the ones getting hot Cheetos all over the paper and stuff. I went with that early in the morning.
You ate your hot Cheetos later in the afternoon.
No, I ate them in the morning, but you ain't know I ate
them.
Okay. Because I had them walking upstairs.
So you got the wrong.
I wasn't sharing.
You already licked your face.
I wasn't sharing nothing I had.
So how do we change it though? It's like, because I think for us as educators, I want you guys to kind of coach us right now. How do we develop those relationships for people out there who are watching right now, so we get a chance to know that Coco is not an early person or whatnot? That's what I'm talking about early, Coco. How do we develop that thing where we actually make you want to come to your second block? Like, even though you know you don't need it necessarily, but how do we get your interest in? Tyrese, how do we do it where, as a student leader, even though you know you're not a morning person, you live a long way from the school, there are people watching you? Because literally the other day I said, is Tyrese supposed to be coming on here? They're like, no, he's supposed to be coming on Thursday. Well, so they're listening. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm listening to you, that means I'm watching you, right? So if I'm watching all three of you guys who are seniors, and this is not, y'all know this is love. I'm asking like really for us. I see the girl who came and talked about sports medicine. She didn't pull up to like 9:45. I see the boy who talking about, you know, the coding championship. Hell, he didn't come to third period or whatnot. I see the SGA president or whatnot. Hell, the man was here, you know, because everybody been bragging about, man, you got to meet Tyrese. And Tyrese had to get a call. If the man did not call Tyrese, he'd still be in the bed. You know what I'm saying? So how do we get you guys to feel empowered enough to where you want to come and share, like, maybe the same thing that you share with us? Like administration, or have we even created a space that's safe enough to have that conversation?
I think it's two-sided. I think it's like us being open enough to give that, to have that conversation, and then teachers being, or educators being open enough to receive it. I think in South Atlanta, like, it's getting better. I think we still got a long way to go, but I think it's getting better because, like, we got educators like you who's comfortable spirit leading that conversation. Like, nah, this not how class go in my room. And I like tell teachers, especially the teachers I had at the beginning of the year, I was like, you struggling. Like, you should go sit in Mr. Walker room.
Hey, can I say this, Eli? Negroes like Tyrese has, so that folk walking around not speaking to me. I don't even know. Yeah. Hey, Coco, you walking down the hallway like, hey, good morning, Miss Sunday. And then you find out later on, like, you know why she don't like you, right?
Tyrese told her the other day that she need to get into her class.
The man didn't just say that she was struggling. The man said, you need to go and sit in his room. Matter of fact, I take him 7 blocks. When I get here, just wait to see me walk back in your room.
Right.
But I, like, you know how I speak to your class. Like, it's crazy. Like, they be like, oh, yeah, we got to go catch Mr. Walker class. Like, when I first met the superintendent, I was telling her about your class. Like, if you want to see what education should look like, go sit in Mr. Walker.
And what about when you and I was on this panel discussion? I came in late, so I don't even know what's being discussed. And when I walk in there, everybody like, that's him? Tyrese has done such a great job selling me. You don't want me to do a space for Negro to talk so good about you. You hate you didn't wear the right outfit. I'm just thinking like, well, damn, I wish I could go back and tell these things because I almost feel depressed now. At that time, Tyrese, and we were talking about this before you guys got here, man. I was just saying, he's one of those people, y'all, that it was just meant for him to be. What are we saying this guy? I said, we picked Alex, and I know I never called you by your name this many times.
I was just here to ask you. Okay?
I
was just here to ask you. I was like,
man. I guess y'all leaving, man. I'm like, feeling some kind of way. Hey, man. I'm feeling some kind of way. Oh, you know that nigga already. Why you heard something and said, hey, big boy, I'm thinking. Hey, all of us losing our minds tonight. But I think Tyrese did such a great job celebrating me the times. And I mean, I had an administrator tell me, like Tyrese said, that the reason he comes to school is because of your class or whatnot. And then she's come back and said, brother, I don't know what you're doing, but they're like, she said, I've talked to so many seniors who said the impact that you've had on, and I really just do what I do. I love doing what I do. And Tyrese will tell you in the room, and I wish I could talk all of you guys on the show. I have created, I really have a philosophy where I've created like the most liberated space in America. If you can defend what you're talking about, they'll be like you coming in, and I just say, Coco, check this out, baby girl. Can you have those headphones in? And she just say, whoa, bam, go, keep rocking, baby. Keep doing what you're doing now. You know what I'm saying? Because we've already established some norms at the beginning. So if you come in here, you take care of your business, then you got the right to come in here, man, and say, whoa, hey, can I use the microwave right quick? You know this already. When we went to regular building, man, you can just come and use my microwave. You come in there, you know, hey, whoa, check this out, man. Got some hot sauce over here. Brother, I put the hot sauce in the noodles and whatnot. But if you're not doing anything in class, you already know.
You don't ask me.
Yeah, you can't ask me what you don't. So y'all see, Tyrese, I think we created a space, a lot of us, so well that he and I are so shocked, man. This young lady, y'all, Jamaria, she is like one of the, what we call the crew who stayed with me. We call it the meeting, not the meeting. Tyrese, Jamaria, Miss, what's her name?
We used to take his lunch period.
Literally, I didn't eat lunch the first semester. None of us ate lunch the first semester. We stayed in there. So I think we had created, Tyrese, I think we created the right formula that we could actually go out, eat. That's why I'm asking you guys these questions. I hope that when you guys come back to town, Eli, we can set up some things where you start getting paid to teach young brothers how to code. Coco, I hope that we can take you out there and we show young girls that, hey, you can be cute, you can be fun, you can, like hang with your crew or whatnot. But hey, man, this science stuff is real. There's money out here to be made in science. So just like, you know how to make it drop and all that stuff, you can actually make it drop. Hey, I love it.
I think like even better than that, like we all get cleared this week. I don't know what
Yeah.
your class like actually.
Oh, that would be
is.
dope. Yeah.
I think all of us should like stop by. I done talked to this class before, and like your kids got to chill with them DMs
and
after
sophomores.
5 o'clock. After 5 o'clock, I get a little uncomfortable because they freshmen.
Yeah.
But nah, they really be like reaching out and like asking like real questions. Like, and it was just surprising. Like, y'all really care about like y'all education.
Yeah.
And I know a part of it be like, y'all took Mr. Walker as a freshman. Like, you can almost tell the difference. Like, I remember my freshman year, I took you for like a couple of days. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, man, they done took me out of this class because I want to be in STEM. Like, I was getting to leave the STEM program because I wanted to go back to this class.
And how we end up doubling back with, was it the Duke Foundation when we were doing
Yeah,
the
you
Young
had
CEO?
spoke somewhere. You had spoke somewhere. I told you spoke somewhere.
Yeah.
You was telling me like you was talking about like finding your why and stuff.
Yeah.
And now
And
every
he
time
never
I
forgot
speak,
that. Yep.
every time I speak, I say I woke up and thought about it. It was like you gotta find your why.
When he said that, I remember saying your why should make you
See
cry.
the look on his face though.
Think about this though. I want y'all, because y'all getting ready to go into the real world. And if y'all don't remember nothing else from this show, remember, I always stand on this. Your why should make you cry. If you know my why is I don't want to have to move back with my mom, not because of anything, I just want to be independent. My why. So when you wake up in the morning now and you say, I don't want to go to an 8 o'clock class, your damn why is demanding that you go to an 8 o'clock class. So it's no more about what you want. See, once you walk across that stage in a few days, yeah, your why got to be bigger than you.
Come on.
There are a lot of things I don't like to do, right? But my why is this right here for all three of you guys. I want to be able to say when y'all come back to town, whatnot, I want to be able to say, hey man, here's a check for $1,000 for each of you guys. Me and Ms. Bourne Dick just want to say thank you for like you guys coming back, pouring into other young people. I'm serious, y'all. That's my why. I want to be able to say that, hey man, I want to build a community called 40 Acres Estates. And for people who grew up with me in the hood, they know that 40 stands for something totally different. But for people who know me in the intellectual and activist community, they know I'm talking about that 40 acres in the middle. You understand what I'm saying? So it just all depends on what perspective that you're looking
I
at
was
this
trying to
thing.
figure out where this was going.
Look,
Yeah.
I can't.
Can we say this up here?
I was trying to figure out where the 40 was going.
Yeah, but that, oh Lord have mercy. This show right here really has taken the life of its own. Yeah, but the 40 acres though, what we're talking about right here though, is like my why. I understand that I can't sleep on loving black people. See, I know it might be me out there chilling that soil all by myself. It is a metaphorical piece of land, that 40 acres estates or whatnot. So when you come back here, when y'all get pushed all the way out the city of Atlanta and you no longer have a space in this used to be chocolate city or Mecca, black Mecca, so to speak, then hey man, you know Walt got all that land that he bought right outside of the city and whatnot. And man, we're building our own school. Coco come back. She actually every summer she comes in and she runs this camp where she teaches kids who want to go into sports medicine. Eli come back, this brother right here, Walt paying him like $1,500 a week, man. Just all he does is like 2 days a week. He's doing $1,500 a week teaching coding. Tyrese, this brother right here, is running for damn office right now. And you know, Walt actually is the person who's his bigger campaign donor. That's my why, y'all. So it has nothing to do with the money that school can pay me, because they can never pay me my value in a school. But I do know if I had young people like you guys coming back, pouring in, you know what I said earlier? Yeah. I don't need anything from y'all, Cole. I just want y'all to do the same thing that we're doing for you. So we pour into you guys, it's like this never-ending flood of touches that you guys pour into the next generation. So when they get to 12th grade, they're not having a conversation like the one we're having right now about, bro, why we gotta take this stuff? No, we changed our whole curriculum. We started our own private school. So nobody takes a class that doesn't make sense. And I think we can have better attendance. I think we'll be okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I think it'll be okay. Like, imagine us.
8 o'clock class, make it something I want to do.
There it is.
But this is my question.
But how will we know that though, unless we did Coco? Because your mom gonna ask her question, but I want to ask, unless we did like some academic and cultural inventory, we would never know like what is interesting, because maybe we would change the whole elective, set of electives we got. That's what I was talking about earlier, man. Maybe we'll change our whole set of electives if we knew what y'all were interested in.
So let me ask this question. Old school education was geared more towards vocational.
Yep.
That's when you had home economics. That's when you had wood shop.
Yep.
That's when you had auto shop. That's when you had stuff that taught you life skills while you still had to do your core curriculum. They took y'all out. They changed the whole game and they made it everything college prep.
Yep.
What's the
Dual
enrollment? That's still college prep. Do you all think you would have had a different mindset about school had they still been on a vocational pathway?
Yep. Because I remember being younger, watching it on TV oh, I want to do that. I want to go to cooking class. I want to learn how to build something.
It's so crazy. I just wrote my vision speech, and I was like, even though high school wasn't like High School Musical made it seem.
That's her senior state. That's her senior quote.
I said, this is telling me to refund me my childhood because they lied to me. But it was like, that's what I was looking for.
And this come from kids from the hood. High school music. Do y'all hear this right now?
What's going on?
Yeah, they can.
No, what I'm saying is though, like I'm listening to both of y'all talk about this though. And people would just say like, you coming from your school, or whatnot, and both of y'all minds just say something about high school music.
Yeah.
My students say that all the time in class, like, man, we thought high school
Disney
would be
gave them
like.
a false sense of reality. I'd be the first one to say it.
But what should we do though? And going to your question, your original question, would it be different? What y'all?
I think we need like what's that school? Robin, the Lattimore something Academy.
Ron Clark.
Ron Clark Academy. We need that.
That would be dope.
We need that in APS.
But we
Like,
need
that's
Ron
not
Clark
every-
money, and we need the community
We
to
got the money,
contribute.
though. That's the bad part. We got the money. We just
It's
stop paying people 6 figures who don't see kids.
and stop paying people.
Hey, we about ready to get ready to go to that next break, man. Hey, we gonna fall for a commercial break right here, y'all. Cause I am. That's all I'm saying.
There we go.
Stop hiring people.
That nigga, that Winston one, he is, bro.
Nah,
I can imagine right now somebody watching this. Oh, Walt been telling that boy about how much I make. No. Alan, you know how some niggas are at that school.
My friends would want to come sit on the couch.
Can we open this?
they relate. You know, you can't have that position.
Welcome back, y'all. This conversation getting real deep. Tyrese, you left off with a very interesting statement. I need you to review.
You know a lot to be a student now.
Well, so this is what I have to take up for my children, because the seats that you sit on with the district.
Oh yeah,
the
so I'm the
positions
chair.
that you sit in.
I definitely
you
do
gotta
know.
let the people know.
Okay, for sure.
And
So,
don't do it. They say the thing, you know that.
yeah, nothing crazy.
Don't
So,
Don't
incriminate.
know about yourself. Yeah.
I work for Organize to Mobilize, right? So we do a lot of community things. Organize to Mobilize, OTM, not OTF. We do a lot of community activism, community work, a lot of working with city council and stuff. So I decided to look at the city of Atlanta's budget. So we was talking about one day like how 60% of Atlanta's budget goes to policing. And I was thinking like, okay, if I got a house and I make $100, I wouldn't spend $66 on police. Like I wouldn't spend $66 on an alarm system.
Yeah.
That's basically what the city doing. So it had me thinking like, well,
Did you come up with that on your own, or you read that somewhere?
No, I came with that on my own. I was like,
No,
yeah, you woke
no,
up.
hey, I woke up this morning, y'all thinking if I had to do, I like that, Tyrese.
Yeah, but so I wound up. I was like bored one day at the office. Me and Wendy, who's Miss, she hold a title. We was like sitting there, and I was like, dang, I wonder like where school money go. And I had this guy, Dr. Kathleen Hall. She's like the stress doctor for the United States. Her husband, he was telling me like, hey, if somebody show you their budget, you'll see their priorities. So I was like, oh, well, let's see what our school priorities are.
Where's that clear on the Walking with Walt podcast team? So, not those opinions of Ms. Robinson, Ms. Boyd-Dick, or Mr. Walker, Mr. Waking. Well, they might be the word and opinions of Ms. Robinson. All I know is this Negro right here.
You
He
said
is
we gonna
on
keep
fire.
this thing real. We gonna keep this thing real.
Well, let go.
Some of them might
And though they say in the street, let go.
Yo,
Hey, Doc, I just want to know what Negro is sitting around thinking about this stuff right here as a 12th grader and saying like, hey,
Can I be honest? I was thinking about that before 12th grade. Did you remember that time they had folks paying for lunch and stuff?
Yeah.
Like, where's the money going?
Because
And
then
considering,
we'll
like,
get
we're
nothing we
still,
want.
considering we're still running out of food, or we on this healthy diet, and we only get this, that, and the other.
For sure.
and I eat the same thing
And
as
I
folks who ain't
eat
paying.
that, right? Like, I'm not getting no fancy.
Now you got me
Strawberry
pissed off
steak.
right here. Cause I'm pissed off. I just thought about one time I went to the cafeteria when they were charging for lunch, and the lady charged me an extra $1. I said, hold on, man. I
That's
said,
an adult.
I got the
So then
same
how you
thing
charge
she
your
got.
teachers? and
Yeah.
stuff, like,
Eli, it wasn't like they gave the teacher a slice of cake or something like that to the kids to get. She
So
said,
we generally pay $2.50 to $3 more than the students for the same food.
yeah, but I told her, I said, ma'am, you might not know I'm a street Negro. See, now what you about to do is you might take an L all the way around. Because once I hit these stairs and I put this frown on my face, I already know what them boys gonna do. Oh, what up? Man, like don't lay down there acting a fool, what? What trying to get us a plate? Yeah. Hey, y'all give me a walk plate down there, what you want? Well, first I was looking at the hotline over there, the pizza in there right there. Hey, grab a pizza. You good? That's all you want? Coco, what you got? A little wrap? Hey, see if you get somebody give me a wrap too. See, now you start making us go back to using stuff that people would say is unethical, but I came to do it the right way.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they just hired, kind of like Walmart sometimes hire like the meanest folks to work at the cash register.
they did.
They
I feel
unhappy.
like sometimes.
They
Like, how do you have a job where you
But go, yeah, that one be ready to go.
No, it's not all, because I had some cool lunch ladies now. Don't
What
get me wrong.
school were they working in?
When I went to CSK, we had cool before
they
she got
took
rid
care
of
of
us.
Well, a lot of those ladies though, I'm just saying, no matter what school I go to, you always see. I'm not even if you're business.
They
That's
got
my friends are
some,
good.
they got like a handful, and they just like, why are you here? But majority of the ones like I probably they're cool, but like the ones that haven't, it's just like, what you mad at me for? I didn't hire you.
Some of them seem like it's their food. Like they trying to be
they
little
like
stingy with that
Ask her
thing.
how many times she actually ate with school food. The cafeteria ladies will order her wings.
Want to serve their own
Hey.
food. Hey, baby, you don't want no food.
No, it's so crazy because at Mass, I didn't eat school food. So it was like at the end of the second semester last year. And one of the somebody asked for my number. And I had
Hold on, let me have your number.
No, my lunch number.
Oh,
You go
boy.
Oh,
Well, we gonna shut this thing down.
put in my number, and the lady, it came across the screen. The lady was like, "Wait, that's your number?" And I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "The whole time I couldn't put a face to a number. It's been everybody else using my lunch number the whole school."
Are you serious?
I ain't never put in my school number.
Did you just give the number out or somebody else?
I give it out. I mean, what?
So you're not eating it
I'm
anyway?
not eating it. And why be stingy with somebody else that either got to pay for it? It's the same thing.
Well, they need to eat.
Yeah,
All
like,
right.
you
I
can
don't
get
even
what
know my lunch number.
I just found. No, I knew what it was.
I
had to log
don't
into
like
the computer.
Miss Madison, kind of like you. She like just bring me something back if you.
Hey, man.
I ain't gonna lie. A couple times I won't.
Hey, sometimes we get robbed out in these streets, man. Hey, your money ain't that long in the month. You know what I'm saying? You think about that thing.
I had a senior class about 2-3 years ago. I used to love them. Remember I said, "You going out for lunch today?" No, not really, but I can. What you want? All right, we got your lunch and your gas. What?
Why these niggas go all this
Where you
money?
want me to go? What? Tell me where you want me to go.
Hey, that's too much information.
Hey.
I don't want to know the like the
Hey,
real.
sometimes I ain't ask.
No, I ain't never gonna ask you, but I'm saying we on the show. These folks, we
But look,
saying.
it's last week. I used to gamble. I don't care.
Now we talking, cause I know niggas saying. I
I
remember
used to.
one day I'm in the classroom and I'm serious though. I'm sitting there like, dang, I want to go downstairs and get me a drink. I said, anybody can bust 100, but I'm really talking out loud.
And somebody was like,
And they really going out not. And when I tell you,
Like, this thing on this, y'all. You know how like we watch a show and the little bubble come up, like somebody just thinking something.
Yeah.
And I felt the Negro standing close to me.
Now, that's why you know I got it. We
Yeah.
talking about
Oh, and the Negro asked me, how you want it? I said, I want what? Yeah, he said, you want big bills or little bills? I said, well, can I get some wine with that thing? You know, trying to drink that
I got
thing.
the vending machine. So
Yeah.
I just sleep.
Man, that brother bust that thing all the way down. He just say, "Walk, you good, man." He say, "I just go ahead and I take care of the drink, man. You ain't gotta worry about taking that out." Nigga shot me a couple more extra dollars on that thing. Just give me that
I
look.
used to get my money. I used to be the lookout for them folks that left school.
They pay for that too.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
you pay fair.
For one, I got free.
She charged for
I
everything.
charge for
So you been an
everything.
entrepreneur.
I charge because I don't eat school lunch.
Nope.
And I know I gotta eat because I want to practice right at school.
Yeah.
So if you finna pay me in money or you finna pay me in food, y'all going down to here, I come back, I want a chicken
I
tender.
got an idea. Y'all tell me about this. If y'all come back and speak, no, I'm saying like if they come back and speak to people next year, why don't we then, as a system, allow like certain vendors to bid to come and sell food at our school?
That's what I want to know because West Lake got a whole.
Hold on,
The school lose money.
Because
Not
they're
even
not
the
because
school
they're not
lose
eating their
money.
food
The
or whatnot.
you would have to go put in your lunch number. The students are doing that.
Yeah, well, on market day, you remember they used to do that. Like they would like kind of be upset because students are eating their
But
food.
see, if they do it to where they still like making it,
We gotta sign your number in.
yeah, then it'll be like forcing me to eat that right there.
I ain't
You
gonna
wouldn't
lie.
eat it to your dog. That's just
West
wrong.
Because they're not eating it anyway. My school,
North
that's
Atlanta.
throw it away.
Some of these schools that are outside of the city of
And they're
Atlanta,
rich.
They eat real food.
Eating real
you
good.
got every bay is an option. Is a different
North
option.
West
Atlanta,
Lake get-
North Atlanta cafeteria like the size of both our gyms.
They got a whole food court.
Yeah.
They got different like.
They got a whole food court.
Don't say they got stuff like restaurants in there, like.
Nah, they don't got like restaurants.
But
they
you
got
would think
like,
you was that one.
yeah, it's like Madison Lovely.
1 year Westlake had what Pizza Hut in there.
Yeah.
Cause my brother. when
But I
he
think
went
it's also
there-
it also plays a role in like administration on the low. Like I think they more lenient. Like, okay,
Do you think it's
I
more
don't know.
lenient in the
It's
county
wishy-washy
or
because
Fulton?
when we was going down to get food or whatever, and
Nah,
coming
but
back,
North Atlanta.
like bring it in, you got that same administrator that let me go in last week with it. Oh, now you take my food, and
So,
now y'all ain't giving it back.
Is an issue, Eli, you think then, going to her point, do you think the issue is a safety and a liability issue more so than a food issue? I know you can speak to this too, Terry. You can jump in, Coco, you can jump in. But just starting with you, because I see your mind just turning over there.
I think the school look at it as a safety and liability issue. Cause it's like you said, they're gonna leave campus.
Yeah.
Once you're in them school hours, the school is
You are
responsible for you.
responsible.
Yeah,
So it's like, okay, I got students that want to go, say they want to go down the street to American Deli or something.
that's right.
Some happen on the way down the street. The parents, the first place they're gonna look at.
To the school, that's right. That's
So
right.
it's like,
So
I
why
don't think they
not?
want to take that risk.
So, but then it also creates an issue because when students have food delivered, now a student is not supposed to have. You can't have food delivered to the school.
Is that a national thing?
I don't
It
know.
can't be because Westlake, I don't know what else.
It can't be national because I know one school in Texas they went viral, got a whole food court, like a real food court, like different.
I don't know.
And I think that'll be a great case study for us. Do not see like let's make all this stuff. You know how we were talking about creating a safe space. Let's say now, you know when you said about make me understand why I take this class. So now imagine if somebody say, now what we're gonna do is Corey, we're gonna come from a science standpoint. We want you to get with the people and start looking at some viruses and different things that we gotta take into consideration. Tyrese, being that you're in politics or whatnot, we need you to start looking at legislation or whatnot. See, now this becomes a whole school project, and we want you guys to do the coding on how we could code this in the cash registers and so on and so forth, so that now all of a sudden we don't take away from the federal funding or whatnot. And then now we can even say this is why we're demanding, if we bring in these places. If y'all bring back the food that we had when I was in high school, I'm be honest with you, we had our cafeteria was dope. We had a real salad bar, bro, like 2 salad bars.
But they took that out because of the whole
salmonella and all that kind of stuff.
I
we had a salad bar.
I feel like in certain districts too, because when I was in the cab, I feel like they actually cooked our food.
Yeah, that's what we had cooked food. That's
we
exactly.
had cooked food, like they cook it at home type and bring it to the school. I got the APS, I'm supposed to care.
Well, one thing like you was talking about, like delivering food that I learned is that if it ain't in the handbook, they can't take it.
Oh yeah, for sure. And you not finna you
I
ain't pay
can't
for
say that per se. I feel you, but you know, in a certain instance, we couldn't, you know.
For all the students out there,
Look, it's not in the
it ain't on
handbook.
paper.
If it ain't in black and white.
So does that not?
And you gotta think, we don't even sign the handbook in the beginning of the school year. So
That's another thing. Were we aware of it in the handbook as
no,
well?
it ain't even that they do make us read. But
No.
if I never signed it,
You signed that book?
I didn't sign it. Because you know how many years I done went through the handbook and
You were saying you wanted us to go here
No,
and do a show.
I heard that.
no, but it's something else that was connected to us
That's
that we
what I
were
heard.
talking about. The reason I brought her up in the first place. Y'all go ahead and continue, but it seems like it's something I want her to do or something.
But yeah, it was like,
I missed that part of the
I don't
conversation.
sign the student handbook. I know for sure. I ain't never signed it. So
You
y'all
sign
ain't.
it, you just be like, here, can you sign this? Because I got to sign it. So they let it give me, because they
Oh,
started
they used to give
grading
them
y'all
a
on it.
grade.
They
Yeah.
like it'd be your first grade.
Yeah. But
But
y'all
once
never read the thing.
But once that was like after freshman year. After freshman year, I ain't signed that because I don't even think I signed it in middle school for real.
So if I'm hearing you guys right, because y'all are slick as a can of oil. That's the one thing I'm taking from this. I'm listening to you guys.
Look,
But
we
I'm
over it
listening
now.
to
We
you.
got it
Hey,
all.
yeah.
All the secrets.
And
This is how we got through high school.
If Negro, what y'all say put on the screen the whole class?
Reconnected.
Reconnecting on the screen. I think that. Oh, I know what it was, Eli. It just hit when you just said reconnected. Now reconnected. Her son wants to do coding. You remember I was talking about? I said Caleb wants to do coding. He getting ready to go to the national championship in coding for high school students.
So let me tell you what I learned about him too. I went to the.
Don't tell the world yet.
No.
They get married or something.
I said him.
I
not
know.
him.
Oh, you said him. Okay, y'all. That'll be a whole nother show right there. Mom-in-law getting ready to let it all out right here.
I said him.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of us sticking to it. The beauty in it, I went to the engineering teacher the other day, his teacher, because there was an app idea that I have. And he said, that's easy. He said, let me put you with 2 of the students. He said,
He said Eli Roberts.
he did. He said, because they coded apps and they
We
said
sit
they
here
could come
doing
to
a whole podcast. And these
They
Negroes
don't
Ain't
right
no
here.
settle.
Nothing.
Hey, y'all, we might go to another break. If y'all hear about Negro getting shot out here, oh, that's good and all.
If
That's
we not gonna
good.
come back on that couch.
And you know, man, we gonna have 2 of our teens who do the Teen Talk show. And you see a whole line of blood that goes all across this.
But I learned that about them. Like I said, these
So y'all could
Negroes
possibly
in my
do that
living
for
room
us.
almost every other week. They in my living room.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody open their mouth.
Hey, man, we paying.
Like
But we get
literally.
that homegirl hook up now. We gotta do that because you're on the show. Cause I got something that I'm planning on doing. Just a small token for you guys. And I'm gonna ask Ms. Bourne Thick if she wanna go in with me to do that. I mean, cause we really do think, and I said this to the fellas, Cole, I really do think, and tell Robbie too, man. I think you guys were the perfect 4 students to start doing this with. I honestly do. I don't think it would have worked better with 4 people. You know what I was saying? Like, if we have handpicked, but we want to get athletes, we want
Boy,
to get
y'all
this
was on shaky ground that first
Oh,
episode.
no, them Negroes. No nigga won't shake and grind. Episode ago. I think we gonna say, you know how you have a line name for your lines when you play it. That's their line name right there. Shake and grind. So what happened to those kids on the first team though? They don't shake it. Yo, you about to shake and grind line. We gonna get some jackets too, Miss Rob. Boy, I think we got no shake and grind.
We can do that. I think
I
we
like
can do
that.
that.
The shake and grind crew. So every time we get a new team talk crew, they're like, look, y'all got called shake and grind, man. That's what I do here.
Y'all gotta be built like Shake Ground coming in this next season.
Yeah, go shake and grind, boy. We had all kinds of stuff. We had a little love and hip hop Atlanta going on. We had it was like shake and grind going on around here. Had old Eli sitting over there lying to me about his love life and had had Miss Rosa. Had Miss Rosa didn't even know. Hey, Doc, Miss Rosa didn't even know right underneath my own little nose right here.
I know some
Sitting there.
things.
Oh, I know.
I know some things.
Boy, just burning out her
I'm
gas.
the only person who don't know.
I don't know nothing either.
I got y'all reading line.
But since we all gonna cross a leg,
Shake and grind. I like that shake and
yeah,
grind.
I'm saying since we all gonna do this here.
What we do?
What y'all think about shake and grind? Let's get some shake and grind shirts. So we get, what's the thing? Let's get like that. Walk and walk team talk. And then have shake and grind. Yeah. Shake and
21.
grind. Yeah.
Y'all, we up out of here.
When y'all get out officially again? I know y'all have checked that already, but.
I checked out ninth grade.
Hopefully, my
He checked.
checked
Did
out
you check out the
second
first day or did
We
you
checked out second grade.
I was saying,
Y'all you got the second grade?
oh man, I was saying since that girl.
Hey, y'all, we apologize for bringing these teens on this show. Hell, we should have these Negroes out. We should have these Negroes tested before we brought them up.
This supposed to be the icebreaker for
This-
parents
this
and
is the
conversation with their kids. My child checked out mentally. It was school second grade.
Third day is
So
I can't.
what was it? The crayons?
No,
Right.
third day in school. I promise y'all remember telling you yesterday. Third day of second grade. I got on the bus that morning. I already said I didn't want to go. Man, I got there. There was just a lot going on. The teacher
What
wasn't.
school were you at second grade?
Second grade, I was at North Bay. I gotta get home.
Be good.
Bye.
Look forward to seeing y'all out there. Look forward to talking about the code for my baby.
I want to say I was at Kids Are Special.
You like Kids Are Special.
But I was still
I doubt she didn't like it as much as you thought she liked it.
Man, I got home that day. I
That
said, I'm
workload
not,
at Kids Are Special wasn't no punk.
I'm not going back. And so
Shout
what
out
you
to
mean?
Auntie.
I said I'm dropping out. They told what you mean?
Hold on, you told the folks you was drop out of
I
second
told
grade?
them folks before they put me on that bus. I said I'm not coming back tomorrow. I'll drop out.
Oh no, you still at North Fed.
Oh, yeah,
Right,
because
Kids Are Special.
I transferred over, and I said I'm not coming back. They was like, well, you gonna have to go. Who? That lady said, your mama go to jail if you don't come back. I said, oh, well, that's the only reason why I'm coming back, and that's been my story ever since. I'm only here because
She
my
checked
mama.
back in for third and fourth grade.
No, fourth grade, and then I was done after fourth grade.
Yeah.
LaQuinn Stewart, we apologize, man. We forgot also that because we forgot to call you to see what happened. He was supposed to bring his daughters in to be with you guys today. He was our guest on our show last week, and he wanted to bring his daughters in here.
From
So,
Hartford.
yeah, the principal from Harvard. So do y'all think for the next show?
You know you went to Harvard, right?
Were you there with Mr. Stewart?
In middle school.
think so. Mr. Stewart.
Yeah. Mr. Stewart, boy, this Negro here.
I
I don't know if he stole your bike or what, but he's looking great over here right now. Stewart, man, hit us up. Let us know what's good. Y'all think
That's about the scissors.
Don't he leave on the
he
19th?
should? He lives. No, he lives at the end of the month. I believe.
I thought
Scissors
No,
was
that might be the 19th.
next
No, I think he leave on like on the 20 something, but it won't be our show.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
you can stick your scissors through the wall.
Hey, Stewart, you had a hole in your wall over there. Hey, Eli, we got him right here, man. I don't know what the statute of limitation is, but I'm just letting you know I got him right here. We can go old school. I got that paddle. Well, I left my paddle upstairs. We go in. Eli said, no, we ain't gonna do that. But anyway, man, I didn't even know though that you guys had checked out so early. This is new, second grade. What was it about school? What was it about school that made you check out the second
It
grade?
interests me.
So when
You gotta think, kindergarten,
cause you can play in.
they taught you how to play or whatever.
Yeah.
First grade, you learn your ABC, so they bringing in
Yeah,
everything
you
to
get
show
used to- yeah.
examples and oh, you got one shoe, you got two shoes, now you got a pair of shoes, whatever. Second grade, it was just like, what is this?
Second grade thing, you know, get real a little bit there.
Andrea said she definitely checked out on the example.
So,
I do
yeah.
that now. As soon as the new lesson come in, boy, what is this?
But see, let me tell you about y'all education though. Y'all got this new math.
Yeah, let's
No,
talk
I don't
about
like
that.
this
wait, before you get to
new math made me feel super
Wait,
slow.
before you get to the new math, who put the letters in the math is my question with y'all.
Oh,
I don't know.
Who put the letters in the math? That's what we
That's
need
the
to have.
Einstein question. It's not. Ain't that E equals MC squared?
Oh, how about let's hit you with the 6e to the x power and you gotta flip it.
Please excuse my dear.
No, we need to
No, we
own
talking
that.
about
We
Memphis.
talking
Memphis
about
is
calculus and derivatives and stuff like that. And I'm still sitting here looking at the computer like I still don't know.
So when do you use like when do you use calculus? Like for real?
Engineer.
Engineer.
Oh, so
So why am I?
That's not my
is that
path
what
in
you
life.
majoring in? So why would I have to take calculus if I want to be a lawyer?
That's the problem with the educational system.
And why would you need to actually read, you know, like Robert's Rule? And I'm not saying we should know a little bit about everything, but I just think at a certain level of math, when I got to college, I was just sitting there saying, bro, my whole major was going to be based on how many math classes you got.
Right.
Because the least of that.
Yeah, but hey,
That's
hey,
right.
you're going to be okay. You're going to be safe, boy, Poli Sci. I can tell you that. I can definitely tell you what all you're going to need to know, like, to be successful. That math, it got, when I started looking at some of my homeboys who were majoring in those areas that had like that real math stuff now.
No numbers.
Hey, Cole.
When the numbers disappear.
Yeah. I was saying, what coach talking about right now, that's like really the basic.
See these two?
Yeah.
They helped me graduate.
Yeah, don't show those
Don't
two.
show them.
Oh, I'm over with.
Don't show.
No, we don't
Don't
want to
show
show
your
those.
cheat sheet.
Yeah. We don't want to show them. We got children, money. Next year.
They know.
They
They
come
know
in.
all the time. They already know.
So the younger they are, the probably the worse they are.
My sister's already cheating. How about that?
Oh,
With long division.
Oh yeah.
Man, how about, let me tell
Wait,
you how bad.
regular division still already
Do
cheating.
y'all know these jokers so bad? I had a document-based question. And I said, I'm gonna get the one where you know they ask a few questions to help, you know, set you up, we kind of scaffold and know a little bit about what's going on, Miss Martin. Man, Negro, I messed around, and the only way I called him, Tyree, whoever had posted the thing, they left one of the pages, no, they left one of the pages off. So all these Negro give an answer. So I just started noticing how, you know, that look, that alarm looked like,
Yeah.
I just, okay, this how you gotta be a pimp, right? You don't need to, you gotta sit back and just listen in. Act like you don't even know they cheat. And whenever I catch them cheating, I always say this time, just put a gotcha at the top of your page. They say, gotcha, what that mean? I got you. I got them. Hey, Eli, they were going so good, go, if they had not panicked.
That it would. They
You
would
know
have
what
gave
else
it
you
away.
tend to do though? It's really hard to like cheat in his class. One, because he don't care about the answers. Like
That's
you gotta
it,
ask
honestly.
questions. So he'll be in class asking you questions, and like if it don't align with the work, like you can obviously tell. You know what I'm
See,
saying?
I think probably,
Or he'll ask like something. He'll ask you about like something that you said in your work. Like,
But you
so
don't
what
know
was
what
you
you
thinking
said.
about when
Oh,
you
yeah, that's
took
my
your
favorite thing. That's my favorite thing, Coco. So I want you to expound because I'm so just taken back by what
let me
you
tell you
said.
why you want to get me. Because I already know what I was thinking about when I wrote that. And I didn't
Why
write
would you
it.
have? Yeah.
I didn't write it. Now, let me tell you. That same line you just asked me. Got you. So we was thinking about this and other considering you got hit with the big words. When you hit with the word, it's your word.
But think about what I do.
But it's still about your wordplay, depending on if you didn't know me as a
You
student.
can't be saying,
No, ma'am.
Oh, not. You got to hit the
No.
considering and.
And when you say that, let me tell you what one of my favorite lines is, Cole. I say, Negro, you write like you fresh out the penitentiary. But when I ask you to do this research, Negro, you think Langston Hughes wrote it and Maya Angelou edited it. You know what I'm saying? So now I can show you right here. Go, you done 15 years in the bed, ain't learned nothing. You didn't do the mathematics education in prison. And I hadn't seen a 7th verb agree all semester. And now, Negro, you a poet laureate.
you was just talking about that.
I go, so they say how they want to, like, so what I was thinking about, Negro, you ain't thought all semester.
Oh, you
Come on,
know,
You ain't been in class.
Hey, you been in class.
you hit with the, you take like, instead of say, I like cats or something like
Yeah,
that, you take the cat and you take light and you switch it and you make something else into
Yeah.
it. That's how you do it.
Oh, and then
I can
go-
always teach you like
But
that.
go, here's the crazy thing, though, when I tell folks, quote, and Tyrese know my favorite line of all lines. If you have not read at least 500 books, you're not debating me. You're talking, I'm debating. I believe I got so captivated by reading this stuff because what you're talking about. This is why he's not lying. You can't cheat on me. I'm gonna be honest with you. Now I don't mean you can't do some stuff like when the school make us do I don't do multiple choice.
I told you I didn't say not one test.
He'll tell you, man, I'm assessing you the whole semester, right, Tyrese? Every day I can assess your code. Check this out. Multiple choice, man. If I got the right system and we sitting in class and I learned this at North Clay many moons ago, them clear ink pens, man, I saw a Negro. This broke me from multiple choice. I walked by, this Negro had a clear ink pen, but I noticed as soon as I walked by, that Negro just started covering like the clip all up. I saw this Negro stick. I don't know what he doing. But yeah, I don't know what he doing. But I said it's something called the look away, y'all. He like to look away here, but he act like he's looking at this Negro here, but you know she one cheek. Yeah. Then look away like, Tyrese, bro, what you doing right there? See, they get her chair and say, I know I can knock out by 4 more. I got my little cheek here. And once I did that, bro, I look back and she grabbed that pen again. I said, hey, look, I'm not trying to say you cheat, but I just need you to lay your pen flat on the desk. You know what she saying, though, y'all? This what, you know, y'all heard that man say on that movie. Man said, you can't handle the truth. Yeah. That girl just told me, you just go ahead and send me to the office. I had enjoyed for the crime, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And when I got her though, but when I got her though, it started, you could feel the tension in the room.
It started trickling.
Oh yeah, it started trickling down. Now they're like, who's next? And I said this, and I said this ear right here. Yeah, see, they know it because these niggas stink. Tyrese, once I got that first girl, Tyrese, all of a sudden, this when I came over with this strategy right here, Tyrese, I started telling Negroes, I said, man, I ain't never seen a Negro who know the right answer. Do this right here. So I started doing not just the look away, you know, look away like when I look at you, but I'm really come here. But then I got the walk away. Well, see, the walk away here, like I know she's the one, because that tension is heavy. See, everybody else say, Eli, you in there, Eli, this and shit. I ain't step all night studying for nothing. No, hey, he walking. But why this young lady right here? See, I'm gonna do walk away, I'm gonna just walk here. See, the cheater, get what they always need to know. Where you at? Yeah, they need to know what is it. And when they do this here, they'll see me on that side. I'll naturally know I'm standing right here. No, but why you standing all over me looking at my answer and whatnot? And then they always had like this little baritone. Yeah, they had this little thing going on, like, you must be up to something. And that girl had that, she thought, and I just know nothing about holding hand like this during chat time for nothing. I said, baby, I need the whole class because I don't want her to say I'm discriminating. I said, I need the whole class, and I'm not asking y'all to give up the 4th Amendment or your 5th Amendment right. I said, I need the whole class, though.
The OBI.
Assume the position. Tyrese, everybody in class who didn't have nothing in their hand, what they do? Y'all already got to do that. Hey, that girl right there, y'all. This is the second one, so we already, everybody already, the tension was there when I caught the Negro with the clear ink pen. Then that second girl, though, Doc, she just said, look, hey, look, man, I ain't been open my hand. You can't make nobody open their hand. I mean, what I got to open my hand? I said, well, hell, you ain't doing that.
Why you in defense?
Yeah, you already defense. I said,
that's
hey,
a giveaway.
What do you think she said, Eli? You just go and send me to the office too. And after that, y'all, I became known as that class that you don't cheat in. Because all of a sudden, I just really started getting excited about catching folks cheating.
Yeah, way too much.
Oh, yeah. Go. I was loving it. Because what it did was it made me sharpen my soul. It made me say that. And now, hell, I know it's time me, y'all Negroes, y'all doing stuff where you got apps on the phone. And one boy showed me something. He said, well, hey, I ain't even gonna lie. I said, Negro, go on, lie. Just tell me like what you doing. He said, well, you real now. Well, between me and you. Sometimes you gotta just give one criminal a break. You gotta hear that. Oh, that Negro, he was on. I wouldn't have ever called him. If you're gonna be a new school teacher, man, you damn nigga coming there with the taser and hit him in the hip. Y'all are too slick. Man, why do we capture these slick Negroes?
I'm not in the classroom.
I don't
have. Yeah, but you
I'm not
in the classroom.
I might be sitting out there with you. Next year, I might be sitting out there with you.
Come on.
Who be a good team? They be like, all the kids hanging out in the hall. I'm telling you, I'm about like Coco. I'm making my money. They're like, man, what do we work do? Man, Negro out there selling places there. They go, hey, other man, who you run down get us some wings.
But it's crazy because pre-COVID,
yeah,
I had a set crew that literally used to come and hang out because it's when you walk in the front office, I don't have one big desk like you see in most.
Yeah.
I have my desk here, and then there's a whole other desk over there on the other side of the office.
You like a boss.
So it's like if the teachers need to come in and do some stuff, or if the students got to come in, because every now and then something might go down.
Yeah.
Or if they miss the test and they need to make it up, okay, go sit in front office with Ms. Robinson. Or I might have a senior who don't have a class, and that they would get their community service hours by coming in there helping me do stuff.
But you wasn't like the person who run the front office that let them Negroes who don't go to nobody class come up there though.
No, you can't come. So the thing about me is, give me what I need, and I can help you get what you want.
Okay. And what you need is for them to do their
What
work
I need is
for
for you to go to class.
Gotcha.
You got a whole free education. Keyword,
Gotcha.
free. Keep this free education.
So can we ask?
It's free for y'all. It ain't free for us.
Yeah, we gotta pay taxes.
We gotta pay taxes on it. But all I'm saying is, do what you came here to do. You can go in the classroom and not pay attention, but you can still. That don't mean you dumb. That mean the teacher just don't know how to capture your attention.
And maybe that's a part of what you hear me say oftentimes in my class, man, when I talk to them about education versus schooling. You have an obligation to earn the right to get a quality education. Mm-hmm. And you have a charge, though, to challenge us as educators to give you what it is that you deserve. Like I hear students saying right here, well, I heard at North Atlanta, well, okay, if you heard that, then go into class and now don't do it in a disrespectful way, but go in there and just tell the teacher, let's say if I'm good enough to do what you're doing right now with coding, hell, why not you come in there and teach me? If I say, Eli, man, I heard you on the coding thing, let's make that a part of our next assignment.
Everybody
I would say everybody don't think like that.
Okay.
We have so many teachers that they just there for the check. And they're not people.
My God.
Like they know they don't even deal with adults, so they don't even know why they told to deal with
But I
children.
agree with that statement too.
You come in and I had a couple of tell I'm just here for the check. Oh well,
Oh,
I'm
they
not
said
gonna
that,
talk to you.
Teachers ain't even got to say it. You can
feel it.
Yeah, you can feel it when the
But
teacher
it's
really
the fact
not
that you
trying.
blatantly just told me here for the
But
check.
you said you heard somebody say it.
I'm not gonna come in here. So you would mark my attendance, and I tell my mama she told me that I ain't gotta be in here because she just here
That
for
was
the
the
check.
thing. Oh my God.
So
So
I'm
they
not
been
gonna
calling
do
me. Well, Mama, I'm called. I said
That's
she
big
already
right there.
texted me.
But you know what's crazy? Because it will be you here for the check, you get that other. But you'll sit here and bother me because I got my headphones and I'm by myself.
Wow.
See, now we finna have an issue.
Y'all know
Because
that.
you
Y'all know there's
standing
gonna be a
in your
conversation.
lane, I'm standing in my lane.
Y'all know there's a conversation we gotta have. Somebody literally in a classroom said that.
She told me she told all of us we asked about something and she was like, honey, said, we asked about the test she graded. And we was like, you ain't graded right. We wasn't telling her how to do her job, but the way you graded the test was not what you put.
Yeah.
How you gonna grade it?
Your rubric.
Yeah. So if you gonna give out a rubric, go by the rubric. If you're not, then we can go based off of the way.
We had a teacher. We just did a promo video for our school, and one of the things that one of the teachers that were on the video, he said, "Students, make your teachers do their job."
That's me. That's what he'll tell you. I want y'all to force me to be a great educator.
Make your teacher do their
We
job.
get paid, y'all. I mean, I want y'all to think about it. No matter if we think we deserve more, which I feel like educators, not teachers, but educators deserve to be paid. I think every educator in America should start out making $100,000 once they get to that level. And when I say that, I'm not saying a new teacher.
What do I sign?
But you hear what I'm saying? I'm not talking about a new teacher because I think it takes, just my opinion, I think it takes at least 3 years for you to become an educator. Because your first year, you're like a freshman in high school. Y'all know what I'm saying? You're a freshman. It's like coming in. If I'm sitting here saying I'm a veteran educator and y'all can do some stuff kind of slick for me, imagine somebody who's just a few years older than you. They got to first deal with the fact that you look almost like the people you're charged with teaching. So now I can't tell when I see you walking down the hallway, I can't tell if you're a student or if you. So you got to deal with that. Then you got to deal with you being pulled in 20 different directions as a new teacher.
But then can I say you got some old heads like that too though?
Mm-hmm.
You got some old heads. Like, I get paid for this. I do this. That. Okay, well why are you still here? That's my like. You don't want to
Because
be
they
bothered
maxed
with
out in certain places and they don't.
Don't make both of our lives miserable.
Well,
Cause I got way more energy than you do.
I think misery loves company.
Please
And
take me off that guest list.
Oh my God, that's something like that on camera.
What is that?
Misery loves company.
I thought.
Take me off
Lord,
the
hey,
guest list.
hey, I'm thinking y'all out hit y'all on the phone that you see y'all like,
Tyrese told it. Yeah, misery loves
yeah, but
company.
I think you guys, what y'all have done tonight, I know we want to let y'all have the final words. And I mean, literally, I want y'all to have the final words. Let me say this on behalf of us too, and I hope for parents out there and everybody, this show right here was the first one that was just written and produced by the young people. I'm proud of you guys.
Yeah.
I want y'all to be honest. I don't care about the number of followers we have. I just hope that people can watch this replay and say, wow, every week they get more and more independent. They get more and more edgy. But now, you know, we're going to let y'all get to that line, and we know there's a fine line. But I think this is the only way for us to know what's going on. Y'all see, I'm learning. She's learning. And I hope that you guys are learning. Give them some leeway, and we know sometimes, you know, that leeway might end up leading down the road of people cheating. That leeway might end up leading down the road of folks sneaking off campus, getting some food. I mean, but in the long,
your lifelong best friend.
or find your lifelong best friend. Not just moving from 9th grade year as a best friend. Hide. Well, y'all should have to hide it.
Barbara.
Bye.
Y'all should have to
I
hide
thought
it.
it after the fact, but now that we know.
Oh, I thought she about to say, now y'all know it's a hat that
No.
the rabbit is out the hat. So the rabbit
Now
out the hat now
y'all
is
know.
official.
Damn, that's
Wait,
the
wait,
official.
wait.
I thought she said, now that we know.
No, I thought you was about to tell us
Back
that.
to school.
Oh, we
Speaking
on school.
out.
Oh,
Not-
oh,
Lord,
oh.
Jesus. Now we know about the
Wait,
speaking out for
Robbie,
school. We
Robbie,
should have
I need you to chime in on this when I see him watching. We missing one tonight, y'all. He had a prior engagement.
Hell, he probably done snuck off some level meal. He probably got the app. He probably right there on. I guarantee he not been texting the whole while, like, bro.
They done found out.
Yeah, no, bro. Hey, they got app.
That's me too.
Hey, they got app. Well, they can see exactly where you at, bro.
No,
No, I'm just joking. We got.
can I be funny?
But coach, the minute you said, man, you said something.
But yeah, like you
Now
brought
we
up the
done
fact
found
that,
out.
oh yeah, now
That'd be
that
funny.
we know about them sneaking out and this and that to school and stuff, it shouldn't have to sneak if you know how we feel about it. You're not gonna go in the cafeteria and eat that food. So why make me go in there and eat?
Let me tell you what, and I gotta say this ain't got nothing, this is just during the COVID thing, because I don't really go to the cafeteria like that. But when I did go to the cafeteria, you know, it would be on a day when the kids just say, well, hey, that thing pumping down there, they might want to ease on down there, get you up.
So we have
Nah,
certain days like
Yeah.
nachos.
some days though, I've gone down there, man, I hit them french fries, boy, I'm like, boy, I know prison food gotta be better than this food.
How you mess up French fries?
Yeah, man. French fries, I'm like, how can french fries be cold and lunch just started?
I know the one thing I can't say I have spoiled my kids with, especially with us being on campus. Most days, if I order something, hey, stop by the office. I got you some food.
That'll get you to come to school on time. I bet you that might work right there, because I know in APS, food is the one thing that I think run hand in hand with cash
You know,
money.
Food is
crazy.
horrible.
Our
It
school
was-
was
No, I'm saying like, for like, if you want to incentivize kids, like I think some of our kids would take that food from Jason Deli or something like that
And it
over
was so
cash.
crazy because you got people that don't eat, so all they know is school food. Like that is disgusting. So like if
But
they
for
got,
them though, that's
that's what I'm saying.
That's
But you
what their
got
sources are.
that was me. I mean, my mom cooked at home, but I just know school food was so good back in the days.
Yeah.
And man, you remember those square pizzas?
With the little
those were
dice
good.
stuff.
Oh
Like
man,
pepperoni.
yeah.
And then the
Amazing.
cheese sticks with the
Oh,
bread.
That piece was about that long. It took
Hey.
up your
That
whole
was
tray.
cat
You
food.
had the
Cat
corn
food
and
was
a
good.
cup.
Everybody has like
Elementary was good. They know how to cook.
Yeah,
I
you
think
had
when
that
Michelle
red tape.
Obama came in, it was like.
Yeah, Michelle Obama, I ain't gonna lie
That's
now.
the
Let me
only
say this,
thing
y'all. I
like
love
that.
my first lady. That is the dopest first lady
Yeah,
ever.
but
But when she
that's
changed
the-
that soda machine up, man.
No,
I remember the first day I
everything was
went.
nice.
Yeah, first day I went, and all that Coke One or whatever they call it. I remember I wasn't looking, Tyree. You know how the kids be talking.
Wait a
Yeah,
minute, he set up
they
that
did my
good
money.
one.
No, they got me here. Hey, big boy, thing. I was so mad, Tyree. You know, Negro had started to already distracting me and whatnot. Whoa, hey, boy, got 50 cents. I'm just putting a little money down. I got a little change when I buy my drink. I got to put $2. And Negro said, well, I don't need to put your money. You know that the students drink, but see, I had a drink as a drink. I said, no, you know, y'all teachers got the goose down there in my room. Then I turned, it was almost like slow motion. And I can see my dog, y'all know that little dog in?
It's like,
Yeah, that little dog. And I was like, no. And I thought that Coke Zero or whatnot.
he had a coin return.
But you heard what I said? The student said, well, y'all got the good traits
Oh
in
yeah.
the teacher lounge
But
connected to
she
the
changed
cafeteria.
it.
Michelle Obama
I
killed
can
up there.
bet you the in-school
Shouts out to the
suspension
first
rate
lady.
went up. Cause we snuck in that teacher's lounge every time for the real
Let me
drunk.
tell you something else that almost went up. I'm almost trying to talk about Bernie Mac right now, y'all. I almost went to my Bernie Mac part. I said, America, Them Negroes came in and started getting that orange drink out of here. I'm okay with getting the other drink. But hey, when I came down, I put my little dollar in it. Oh man, y'all know black folk, we always drink by color, Tommy. Get the purple drink, the orange, not orange, the orange, not the orange.
And
And
the red.
you know how you just got that meal that your mama cooked on Sunday? And that thing just good. Just like how y'all feel about it. And you gotta have that orange drink to go with it though. So we got went there, man. You know, I got my little key, cause students ain't supposed to get in the little room. I got my little key, I turned them in there, man, and Negro was just at the door. He opened the door, I said, bro, you can't come here. He said, well, just wanna let you know now, they been killing my orange drink today and them. I said, boy, hey, look, tell the Negro, somebody about to give me an orange. I came out and somebody gave me an orange drink. So I was pissed off. Michelle Obama already made so you can't get the drink done. So now we got a little secret spot. Oh, yeah. How y'all be getting in all the room with the do y'all have keys?
Because so you got some teachers that are cool that make like when you go in there and get
Oh, you
yours,
gotta
you
slide
gotta get them
on
one in there.
Yeah.
You gotta get one. Or you got the folks that like they get Tyrese key,
He
but
bought-
Tyrese will leave it unlocked so Eli them can slide
Now
through.
see what we do. We get a
Hold on,
card.
hold on.
Yeah.
Don't say
Just get a
Tyrese.
card.
Yeah.
And just
and
Or
you
you
just
do
get
that
caught
way,
getting
you
in
know,
the
like
room.
Yeah, they use the
Eli,
car.
why y'all be drinking the good drinks I teach with you? Knowing we've been working hard, I mean, educated, but you know we've been going hard all day. Eli, all I want is just me a cold, non-Coke Zero, whatever that thing is.
I don't know, man. We be going through it too. As students.
Y'all act like y'all taking good powders and drinking
I
Coca-Cola.
mean, they ain't been on this earth long.
Yeah, then you gonna talk like that. Oh, man.
Going
You
through
know what? Hey,
it.
rough out here, man. These
I'm talking
18-year-olds.
in school, man. We
Oh,
going
okay.
through it.
Hey, look, man, for the last word, I don't know if y'all had a plan for how y'all want to wrap this thing up. We get right there on the edge of it.
I got my word.
The salt.
That's what
Uh-oh.
My last word.
I think, hold on, boo. Hey, they have a look.
Yeah, they have
Bro.
a
I said the salt the Tyrese look
He
too.
said, wait a minute. Who?
Hey, y'all, look, in case y'all have not noticed, man, the theme of our show tonight, man, I mean, we just want to let y'all know, the theme of the show is love is in the air.
Bro.
Classic
No,
No,
choices.
it's
not.
not. Bro, the theme of the show is education. That's it.
Yeah, education is, love is in the air, y'all. We want to educate you guys, we want to educate y'all. Look, y'all, next time we do a team, we just gonna bring it on. We gonna bring them on stage with some Luther Vandross or whatnot.
Oh, wait.
And we want y'all to come on holding hands. I mean, I want y'all to come out holding.
We don't even get along.
No, thank
Y'all don't get along no
We
more?
don't get along.
They cuss each other out every day.
Ask Miss Born Thick. We
They-
not get along.
There you
I love what you
go.
said. Ain't nobody say Miss Born Thick like my boy Eli.
We don't
Had
get
we
along.
not came in so late, the plan was to come in here and swing on him. But, you know,
But y'all gonna swing on
no,
him?
I was.
Oh.
The camera was already set.
They've been threatening each other since like 3:30s.
Hey y'all, we got about 2 minutes left in the show, man. We're gonna let the couple, they're gonna put that time together, and we're gonna let Tyrese go ahead and take his
No,
break.
he did on that.
I'm joking, man. Hey, we're gonna let, hey, how y'all wanna do it? Ladies first? Y'all wanna?
Lady first.
Ladies first, go ahead.
Aw.
Bruh, never mind. I was going to get it.
This is my fun show right here. Hey, dog, we can ride this until y'all in college, man.
I've sat back here the majority of the show. You ain't paying attention to that?
I know you.
I've sat back the majority of the show.
I just didn't know our baby's gonna grow up so fast.
Bro.
You got to give me that. I ain't know our baby gonna grow up so fast. We come in a few shows ago. We can't even get these Negroes to sit down and talk about the show. Now they not only talking about the show, they talking about their future together.
Wait.
Ooh.
That was deep. Let me
Who
give you
is- wait,
candy
who
for
Man,
that.
how am I supposed to end this, man?
You like, go ahead, Eli.
Let me
Go ahead, man.
see what I can say.
Hey, yeah, man. He like, I need new boat this week, bro.
Yeah,
He
man.
straightened him out on
I
that one.
don't know what to say. All I can say is, man.
Chick-fil-A.
All I can say, man, tune in next time we live, man. You know, get real
Oh, no,
authentic
we gotta
answers.
change the date.
No, we'll be done by the time we
They'll
come
be
back.
done. Like, literally, they'll be done.
We're gonna
Okay.
graduate.
It's on your graduation day, though.
Nah, I said,
No, what?
I said next time we live. I ain't said date.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
next time we live, man, you know, just tune in, get real authentic, you know, answers from the teams, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't mind Miss Born Thick, Mr. Walker. Don't mind none of them best friend jokes. They were jokes. You know what I'm saying? This is my best friend. All seriousness, no, nothing more, nothing less.
Not even that.
Yeah, not even that, man. I want to get along. But yeah, good topic today, man. You know, I'm gonna end off with saying like, teachers, man, y'all gotta do better. I'm just keeping the buck. Y'all gotta do better.
I like that. Us educators are safe though, right?
Yeah, educators I say teachers. It's a difference
It's not
between
like
teacher and
two of
educator.
y'all in each school.
And we'll be able to announce where you're going once you.
Yeah.
Okay.
My announcement coming very soon.
So you know how when people start talking and they overly explain themselves
Yeah.
because they're trying to cover something up.
Yeah.
That's what you
Hit
do.
I
man.
just-
Wrong.
No, because I don't know who on here. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who on here.
Cause you
One,
might.
one of the street scholars.
Told you. Oh, wait, what?
I don't know who on
You
here.
see how she know what you did? It's okay for her to say it. But you said one of the street scholars. You said what?
He said
That's
no.
what I said that about. When I said, hey, when you remember earlier.
He was saying that about me because I had picked up the phone.
No, I thought he was saying about. Yeah, you meant that.
That
Oh.
went over your head.
Yeah, that went over your head. Cause you remember I gave that example earlier. The biology class. Hey.
Sit back.
Hey, the little homie, I saw the little homie sit up, the little homie said, hey, who came in the biology class?
I thought he was talking about me because I picked up the phone.
But you see both of them on the same accord.
No, bro.
All of
you're
y'all
not.
touched.
All right, so hey, great job, man. Great closing. I can't wait to see what y'all got next topics. I wanna Coco, I wanna extend the opportunity.
I think Ms. Born Thick got something to say.
I don't have anything to say tonight. I'm good.
Coco.
Mhm.
My spirit is filled.
Oh, me?
Mm-hmm.
Sit up, girl. So
Oh,
they can see you. Let the people see you.
Hey, these folks see you. These folks done lost their damn mind. These folks done totally lost. They gonna hit your text. Check that in 7th grade. Why you gotta sit up in 12th grade?
You should really be proud of me because
I'm
you
telling
stayed
you.
out of jail because of me.
That's a whole nother show right now.
You kind of stayed alive because I felt bad for you.
Man, you gonna go to jail either way.
No, your mama, we got a show. I'm telling you, our next show might be about when your child ready to drop out of school in 7th grade.
And what's
It's
no?
It's
No, let me tell
it's
you
a
what's
systemic
saved.
problem right there. This girl said she was smoking Newport in 3rd grade.
Let me tell you what saved our educational experience. Her medical conditions. I told her the other day, she was like, why you trying to go all out for my graduation? I said, this graduation ain't about you, it's for me. We survived.
Because I want to go.
This is for me and everybody that helped me carry her physically and literally through high school. Because y'all don't understand, when she get my grade, she falls out.
Look though,
I can
you
imagine.
know they be like 16 and the dropout, whatever.
You already looking for it.
I was, but I was already at the end of 11th grade when I.
Cause
What you
that's
learn
I'm
about it?
sorry. That is my question for that. That was the question I missed. How do you all get to the end of the road and
You
you
wanna
just
give up.
quit?
Because you got some folk that turned 16 in 10th grade.
So that is like a real thing.
How
Oh,
do
shit.
you
I thought that was
get
old
to your
school.
senior year and just quit?
I mean,
I
think
think
for other kids,
You've
got
already
other
put in all
priorities.
the work.
Listen,
This one was easy though.
When you gonna do your
You gotta think
answer?
this year was easy though.
Nah,
Because we
wait.
was virtual.
Wait a
Oh,
It was easy.
I think for other kids, like especially this year, like talking to some of my classmates who not graduating, well, they ain't my classmates no more because I'm done. But some folks come back next year.
Y'all kind of arrogant. Hey,
I ain't mad at
hey,
it.
I'm out of here.
I ain't mad at it.
I tell you, you still invited to the party.
Hey, you turned the computer in?
I ain't even
How about I
check
ain't
one
even
out.
get
I ain't
one
check one out.
Yes, you do.
Hey,
No, that computer came from somewhere else. I didn't go get that computer.
if you missing a computer at your school,
You can have
I
it.
know we got 2 of
School at home.
them. No, we
I
got
had to go get it. That's how I know you
She
got it.
went and got
She
it.
checked
I
out.
ain't checked it out.
But no, I think they get other priorities, folks. I
No.
know a lot of folks in my senior class who gonna look a lot different at graduation.
Bye.
Oh yeah, they gonna look a
Well,
lot different. Some folks
least-
gotta fend for they gotta make ends meet.
Oh.
So they be like, school like important. I gotta make that.
See, I was gonna say, like, of course, they said school was easy. It was not. Well, senior year was not easy. So I think, like, you said, get to the end of the road and quit. Cause we thought senior year was gonna be a breeze. So everything, okay, it's our last
Not
year.
taking the
we gonna
class.
get through it.
Not that third period teacher you got.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. We were so shocked. Like, once you get shocked about something, like, it's not what you expected to be. Just like, nah, this ain't it. So it's like, you had them thoughts in the back of your head, like, bro, forget it. It ain't
Should
even
that
worth it.
should that be the norm to be pushed like that, or should where's the balance?
I mean, me personally, I think because I ain't gonna lie. As much as I hated that class, I love that teacher, man. That's all I'm saying.
That's what I'm talking about. So it's like expectations.
Yes,
So they up there at least 2-3 times
I
a week.
woke
I'm gonna
up-
see him.
I woke up this morning
Uh-oh,
and
here
the
it come.
Lord told me, you can't high jump if the bar is set too
Yeah, that was sermon in itself right there. And you just woke up this morning. I know we done thought about that.
So is that?
We done
so
thought about
wait,
that a million times.
I got a question. Is that the book of Acts Actions?
Yeah, that old walking
Or
one.
is that the book of Nicolations?
A little bit of both. A little
Okay.
bit of both. They mentioned it in both.
That's the New Testament right
Right,
there.
all right. I just got that.
So give us some closing thoughts, man. Do y'all have any more closing
No,
thoughts?
we good.
Oh, I'm proud of y'all. Get on. Goodbye. Anything inside of because I said this to my oldest child. Anything I know, no matter
She was talking about y'all. She was like, I'm proud of y'all.
if it means your growth, then yeah, I'm willing to kick you out anything. You know, they say that we put our kids out too soon. You know your child. If you feel like your child is ready, then great. Some children may not be ready. My thing is this, with Atlanta children, anything inside of 285 after you graduate is trouble.
I agree.
It is trouble. Or before you graduate.
But definitely, if you're gonna stay inside 285, like you're gonna be going to school inside, 285.
But he's a different type of kid, though.
Yeah, but still, you got those. You still got those desires, and you still got those people who got access to him.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying, even though you might be a good kid, you might be a good kid.
It's those that are around you.
Yeah, it's like if I had stayed, even in the country, if I had stayed close to where I live, I don't think I would have graduated college. I'm just being honest, because I would have had too much access to people who thought like me, and we still would have been doing the same stuff that we used to do in high school.
Can I mention that? Because you said like the country and the staying too close.
Mhm.
I really feel like it's actually that person at that point. Because yeah, it's like your environment, but it's how you want to be looked at. Because you got to think, for a female, I didn't see a couple of my classmates on their third child by now. I think it just goes to how you.
School?
I don't know. That's a good question. But I think it's just how you want to be looked at and what you want to look at. I mean, how far you want to go within yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying though, like it's a guarantee that, like people who stay inside of 285 or close to home is not going to be well. But I just think the whole purpose or the whole premise of college, and maybe just because my philosophy is different, is to get away from damn near everything that you're accustomed to. It's kind of like if I grew up on Cleveland, right? And I go to Georgia State. Georgia State is only 10 minutes away from Cleveland Avenue, relatively speaking.
So ain't nothing gonna change.
So ain't nothing really changed. You know what I'm saying? So like you take the same bus to go to Georgia State that you just catch to go to the 5 Point train station.
Let me say this.
So it ain't like going to your thing. So I don't want you to misconstrue what I'm saying. So it's like that person right there, their growth is almost stunted because you still So even if they went, let's say 10 minutes away and went out to school on the east side, like when they used to have the Georgia State, but it used to be Georgia Perimeter. Most people who live on Cleveland, just like most people who live out there on the east side, that's exactly right. Even though that's the same distance away, but that Georgia State is kind of like right there in the where we hang out, zone 3 kind of, whole landscape. But if you went just to the east side, y'all get one going, you just got to kind of get away from everything that you know. And college is all about, to me, the experiences that you're going to have in college, the relationships that you're going to form. And if you got too many folks who can just even if it's, let's say, Yuko, and you got a homegirl who had a child, she's not a bad person. But now your homegirl might say, damn, man, Charlotte, you just come through and help me watch the baby or whatnot, man. So I'm trying to call you or whatnot. Now you too good because you in college. No. But if you 2 hours away, though, and she don't have, you about to say it. I can't call you and ask you that. You get what I'm saying? But even your mama, I know kids who literally, I told them before they left South Atlanta, Tyrese, man, don't stay in the city. One girl came up to the school, Miss Boyd, no exaggeration. She said, well, I should listen to you. She said, man, my mama just made me feel so guilty all the time about not keeping my sister baby. You know what I'm saying? She's in college, but.
And I rebelled because I had to stay in the city.
Whole nother animal there though.
That's a whole nother beast.
Yeah, that's a whole nother beast.
So let me go back to what I was getting ready to say. That show, A Different World. If you have never let your
children watch your show, that was the greatest
ever. Black college show ever to me. My kids used to always be like, "Why you watch this every day?" I went to Netflix and found. I think
a lot of people went to college because
of that show.
Yes. Have y'all ever seen Different World?
I love that show.
I think it's time for us to go back, and that's why I think your generation, because y'all are so good with like technology and stuff. I think it's time for you guys to create that whole energy again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like right now, imagine.
But y'all, we got to go. We 10 minutes over.
Oh y'all, look, check this out, man. We get ready to close out. Give us something. Hold on, before you do that though. Hold on, let me say this. Next time, because we didn't get a chance to do it, Eli, Tyrese, Coco.
Well,
we got that private chat up there.
Uh-oh.
You just bust all the buttons out. No, but at the last minute, how you get this point quick? How you get this close to the end and then just bust all of us out like that? All you gotta do is just write that down, put it in the little private chat.
Because I'm hungry.
Okay, then that's a whole nother. Hey man, take us away this morning.
Hey y'all, as usual, we thank you for tuning in. This was the Teen Talk to remember. All of them have been, but this one y'all was in rare form.
I gotta
So
watch this
again, tune in to the Walking with Walk podcast with me and Mr. Kenny Walker, Mr. Awakening Genius, the realest motivator and eternal educator. And you know me, you got your girl Miss Born Thick, Miss Thighs, Hips, and Intoxicating Curves every other week. Stay tuned. We will see y'all next week. Good night.
Deuces, come here, call the deuces up to these folks, man. This little second grade dropout right here. We missed her. Little second grade dropout right here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is it right here.
I told them folks before what they told me, Mama. They said she not coming back. Mom said she was back. She like, you know what I mean? You told the folks she was not coming back.
Yep. Hey, baby, you can have them now. We let them. Oh, this is my own.